Hey, gamers, and welcome in. Today's a little weird. Today is, in fact, a bit weird. So, I've done some fiddling with my networking setup, and so if this stream just crashes out of nowhere and I don't come back, you know what happened. But so it's gonna be a little weird this stream, because I had a plan. So here's what the plan was, right? Stream starts. Not to put them out like this, and like this isn't anything against them at all because it was an emergency. 10 minutes before stream started, or actually like closer to half an hour, I messaged Jed because we were gonna do Power Wash Sim, and I thought Power Wash Sim was a little boring on its own. And so I made the executive decision of like, oh, what if I made it a co-op thing with Jed and we played that together because we did Decay together and we had like a nice chemistry with that, and I figured we could work that into doing this. Anyway, and we were gonna do Power Wash Sim today, and be friends and whatnot. And I messaged them 30 minutes ahead and go, hey, there's a big update for the game. Be sure to grab that. We'd already agreed to do this, by the way. And I was like, hey, there was a big update for the game. Make sure you grab that before stream so that we're not sitting here waiting on you to update game. And then I just let that sit for a minute. I'm on Do Not Disturb on Discord, so I didn't get the notification because pre-stream. And then literally 2 minutes before stream starts, I get a message saying, oh shit, sorry, I'm with my sister. There was an emergency, and I can't join you for the stream. And it's like, I don't mind that there was an emergency, but my god, did that throw a wrench in the plans. Like, this is nothing against Jed, but oh boy. But that didn't ruin all of our plans, mind you. Thanks for the follow, Highlight Lowlight. Welcome in. I'd love for you to join us on Homelands at some point. You seem like a great person. I'd love to see you around at some point. Anyway, what was I saying? Right, no, does not ruin all of our plans. We've got some great stuff in store on the Minecraft side of things. Like, I finally got coordinates instead of floundering about nonstop, just trying to walk around the server and find the resources we need. Like, we need a desert and we need a mangrove swamp. I have those marked on a sticky note right here in front of me. I had to use the seed viewer, locate them down real quick, just to make things a little easier. But we need those to start making some headway on the base. And I didn't feel that much like wandering about aimlessly today. So let's switch this over. I'm so sad because I changed my audio setup and some things broke a couple streams ago, so I can't have the music going at the same time as the desktop audio for some reason. And so when I do that, the jams are gone, but Minecraft's here. So I'll tell you what we'll do as a compromise. I'll go ahead and turn up the music. I think 70% ought to be fine. And then we will get on with the game. Ooh, that's interesting. Anyway, we've got some gaming to do. Oh my god, we've dropped 900 frames since the stream started. Isn't that something, folks? Oh, goodness. Every time OBS dips into the red, I get really scared that it's not gonna come back out and that the stream is gonna crash. But, no, we got a lot in store. Okay, so first things first. Please disregard if things get a little framey. And it's raining. Hey, we've got minimap, though. I got the minimap working. We got minimap working. Let's go to sleep and see if we can't knock out a little bit of rest and relaxation to get us back on our feet and going. But if you'll notice... Ooh, left some in here. If you'll notice, all of our furnaces are out of coal. I happened to go mining just before this stream. I happened to go mining just before this stream and get some coal and get some stone. That way I could do this. In this gray shulker, I have a bunch of stone bricks and then a bunch of stone. And, like, those are two materials we're going to need a lot of to get this base done. And I'm hoping it'll be fairly easy and we won't have to do much fiddling with our plan. I've got this yellow shulker box here that I'm going to fill with the resources that we gather today. I'm gonna go ahead and throw these into here, and then I'll deal with the rest later. Like, I'll throw coal in there with them later. Wait, did I fill all of these? No, okay. Alright. So, we are going to run off to, drumroll please, what are the coordinates we're heading for? We are going for X 1650, Z negative 3800. So, how far are we? Pretty darn far. Do I have that boat on me that I picked up? I do, okay. Pretty darn far. So, first things first, we need to figure out which direction we're going. 1650... negative 1650 or positive 1650? That's a positive 1650. So we need to head in the positive direction here. And then we need to head in the negative direction the other way. Yeah, so straight off this way should do us just fine. We're gonna have F3 open for quite a bit of this, I think. We could set a waypoint, actually. Let's figure out how waypoints work, shall we? I think M pulls up the full map. M mutes us in-game. That's something. Let's check our options. So I got the minimap mod. And turns out, I haven't, like, touched it at all, but I booted the game this morning. I just threw it in my mods folder last night. But turns out, controls, keybinds. It turns out I may or may not have not looked at all. Toggle zoom, adjust player volumes. I may not have looked at all about how it works. Enlarge minimap with Z. Minimap settings with Y. New waypoint B. What if I hit B? Can I set a waypoint for home? I'm gonna try and set a waypoint from home and see if that helps me at all. I want to do it out here in the middle of the field because, like, that won't be home for very long and it'll be weirdly off-center. Let's see. Z. Oh, Z. That just makes it larger. Right. How do I make it take up the whole screen? B. New waypoint. Here. Yes. Home. H. Confirm. Home. Good. Okay. So now if we hit B... Can we type in custom coordinates? We can! We can set a waypoint remotely. That's good. Let's see. Negative 1650. 70. We'll just call it 70, sure. Z. Or no, positive 1650. What am I doing? I keep looking at the mangrove numbers and getting my negatives and positives mixed up. Negative 3800. There we go. And then we'll name it Desert. Confirm. And then we'll head straight for the D. But no. A lot of our plans today were thrown and scattered to the wind. 2,000 frames dropped. Oh, that makes my bones shiver, man. I don't like that at all. Don't worry. Things will be back to normal next stream, hopefully. In the meantime, though, let's go to this desert. Because, so, first things first, I need a lot of sandstone. And I might as well grab a lot of sand while I'm here. But, like, I need a lot of sandstone. That's, like, my main thing right now. Because I'm using sandstone to make a nice sandy flooring. And that will be interesting. Don't worry about the drop frame. Stream looks fine on our end. Yeah, I know. It's only 4%. I have such a tendency to get caught up in this sort of thing, you know? And just especially since, like, you know, I barely put any time in to actually, like, make sure that this network change would be fine for stream specifically. So, fingers crossed, you know. Here's hoping. So long as it looks fine, I don't really mind too much. Let's see. Gonna have to cross this. I think it'll be faster if we just cross this. Yeah, I was looking at sandstone because, you know, I don't know. It's a nice inviting color. I wanted to build the lobby of our little facility here first, and I wanted that to be sort of warm and inviting in its own way. So I'm doing a lot of mud brick and a lot of mangrove wood. Just new block usage mostly, and then I wanted to do a sandstone style flooring type deal. I don't know how it's gonna work out, you know, on the server, but when testing and creative, the palette looked fine. I might make some like final adjustments to the server version and to make it a bit easier. Oh, I keep forgetting that there's a jungle off this way. It just isn't something that sticks in my head. But it's nice to have. Yeah, no, it's like OBS makes it very scary when anything has gone wrong. Oh good, I don't have to have F3 open because coordinates and waypoint. So that saves the stream quality a little bit there. So I might have the server is very sparse when it comes to desert. I found out like the seed that we went with is actually extremely sparse in terms of like sand. But it's not so sparse when it comes to desert temples in those sandy spots. Because when I found this, I actually had the thing up to look at the structures as well while I was in the seed viewer, just because that's on by default. And when I was looking at that, there are 3 separate desert temples in this desert. So making this trip not only for resources, but like also because those desert temples might be willing to make this worth my while. Ooh, cocoa bean. I can grab that later. Did I bring food? I did. God, wouldn't that be a nightmare? To get all the way out here only to realize that I did not pack food at all and that I was gonna have to like turn back and go get some. Oh. Because it's like, yeah, we're not terribly far from home. We could go home, but like, that's a lot. That's a lot. Waypoints are nice to have. I wonder if I could toggle their visibility so that I don't see them like all the time. Cause like while I'm navigating like this, it's very useful. But like, I'll have to tinker around with that some more and make sure that's good to go. Oop. Forgetting food is the worst experience. It's almost as bad as going down into the mines and completely forgetting torches. That might be worse. That might be worse. Just for the tedium of it. Because it's like, without food, ooh, just out in the wild, just out and about, just hanging out here, alright. But, no, yeah, just because, like, at least without food, if you wanted to, you could keep soldiering on and find food out here. But if you don't have torches on you, mining, and you don't have the resources to make torches, you're just screwed right out of the gate. Let's get around this mountain. I'd hate to like have to climb it. I also don't want to dig straight through it. So we're gonna see if there's just an easy way to just walk around it here, just to get us to the other side. Yeah. Ugh, nightmare. So how are things? How's it going? How's life? Because I am doing pretty solid, if I must say so myself, despite how frazzled today has been. Things are pretty good? I'm glad to hear that things are pretty good. Really good to hear that things are going alright. God, navigating these jungles is really something, huh? It's a lot of fun. It's a nice little challenge. Summer class will be over soon, so I can get back to streaming in a week. Heck yeah. Gosh, I get in these funks sometimes on, like, stream off days, where it's like, oh man, I really want to stream, but I can't stream today. If I break schedule, then I'm gonna have to, like, work around that, and then, like, if I break schedule once, I'll do it again, and I'll burn myself out, and, like, all that stuff. And so it becomes a game of like, well, now I'm gonna hyperfixate on streaming until I can stream, you know? So I don't, you know, it's safe to say I don't do well on hiatuses like that. Like, even if I don't have the time, it's so hard to get myself to, like, not think about, like, oh, but if I streamed, I could do this, or I could play this game, and it's like, yeah, sure. Or, like, that game would be great for stream, and so I'm not gonna play it until I can stream it. and then, you know, I end up like 3 years late to a game that everyone's already played, you know? That's why you simply don't have a schedule. Yeah, it works for some people. Like I say, if I don't have a schedule, then like I feel like having a schedule is also good for audience stuff, but I don't have any metrics to back that up at all. But like it's just kind of common sense of just like if your audience knows like when and where to find you, you know. But what was I saying? Right. It doesn't work for everybody, but like for me personally, it keeps me balanced so that I don't end up streaming, you know, every single day, 8 hours a day, and then, you know, all of a sudden I'm burnt out and don't want to stream anymore. Let me grab that coal because I'm gonna need it as per the state of my chests. I hear footsteps and I don't like that. I'd like to stop hearing footsteps, please. Your PNG is really cute. Who made it? Oh my gosh, I am the worst with this particular artist's name. And like I said, every time someone brings it up, hey, are we here? This isn't the one I was looking for. But this is close. This is closer, but I want those desert temples, so we might make the rest of the journey anyhow. The artist, their name always manages to escape me. Ooh. Ooh, it's got one of these. This might be worth looking into. I will look it up real quick. Okay, that could have gone worse. I'll duck into this wall real quick here, and we'll... Oh, not stone. Darn it. Thought I had all my stone locked away. Because I've got Twitter open, so I can just pull the DMs. It was made by MK. At MKV8 art on Twitter. I'll paste their handle into the thing. I really need to do like a... I want to set up a thing for like exclamation point artist. Yeah, that was them. Thank you for attempting to help. I'll break the ad so Twitch will let me post it, because it's like, oh, well, this person doesn't exist, you know. There we go. Oh, my name is Teal in chat today. No, not down. Out. Out! Thank you. Alright, let's continue on our path. How far are we? 2,000 blocks? That's not too far. We'll make it there in no time, especially by boat. If we go by boat, mobs won't harass us or anything. Oh, there's a reef here. Okay, so this desert is off limits anyhow. Because someone in the Homelands Discord was asking if the desert I found was near a reef because they had already happened to lay claim to it. But no, yeah, there's a decent chunk of desert here, but I almost feel more comfortable going super far out. Because, you know, I don't want to dig up a desert in a very, like, ugly, terrible way. And then, hey, Beck's online. And then, like, not be able to do anything about it. And then, like, oh, well, you know, here it is, right next to spawn. The big desert that I've managed to completely hollow out over time. I should have brought the resources for a portal. I'll have to set that up another day. But I want to build a portal out here at this desert so that I just have sand access at all times. Easier than making a several thousand block trek. I could just make like maybe a few hundred block trek, you know? I don't know how the exact numbers multiply out, but you know. Hey, oh, Beck's online. Beck is online. I think having the minimap is nice. I see why people get the appeal of it. I wasn't in a terrible rush to get it. But knowing me, it's going to be one of those things that I end up getting attached to with time. Oh, that's neat looking. Like, it's going to be one of those things like when Elytras first came out, I never really got the time to get one, or I never had the time or resources to get one, and I didn't really get all the fuss. It's like, yeah, sure, you can fly around, but how much help is it really? So that just goes to show, you know, when change happens, I'm not the most receptive. And so it's very hard to get me to do that. There's conversation happening in chat. But no, yeah, MK did an amazing job, and I highly recommend them if you're planning on getting any new art done. Their commissions are almost always open, which means super availability. Which I don't commission artists very often and when I do, it's usually for stream stuff. And so when I need stream stuff, I want it ASAP. I want it like immediately, and I'm happy to pay, a fee to get it immediately. And it's like I don't rush my artists. If like I commission someone and they're like, "Hey, like I like to get a time frame. I like to go, "Hey, if I commission you for this, like how long are we talking here?" And like I like to have that conversation about it first and everything. It's always healthy to like have a good expectation and timeline on when you're going to get your commission. But no, yeah, and so like having someone like that who like has their commissions open constantly with like a queue that isn't super long is super helpful just for being able to get stream art done. Yeah. So I don't know, riding along oceans in Minecraft is a thing. Hey, thanks for the prime. I really appreciate it. I'm still waiting on that. Like I'm just watching things build, and I keep thinking about it, and I go, man, the day that I get that first check is gonna be fantastic. Not even from just like a money perspective, but just from like an achievement perspective. Hell, I might not even cash it. I might fucking just frame it. I might photocopy it and frame it. That'd be funny. But ooh, there's a pillager outpost. I wonder if they've got anything worth my while. Another first badge. Why does it say I'm muted? Because I can hear you. I'm not sure what Twitch uses to detect if you're listening with audio or without it. Honestly. Oh, the Minecraft music is back. God, these older Minecraft songs will never ever make me not nostalgic. Like, I'm super fond of these. Okay, let's make our way up. Just to see what's happening. At the top chest here. Carrots, arrows, potatoes, wood. Okay, so nothing I would need, huh? I wonder if I could land back in my boat. I could try it. Yeah, the like classic Minecraft OST is absolutely iconic, and the new stuff is living up to it wonderfully. By the way, like I don't want to be one of those like old crotchety men of just like, oh, I hate this, it's new, But like the new stuff has a different vibe about it. Like it holds up wonderfully, and I think it's amazing. But like there's just something about the older stuff. There's like an emotional attachment there that like in those like somber piano keys that can't really be matched with new stuff for me, at least. Not in the same way. Where did my boat go? I picked it up. I just didn't get a sound for picking it up. That's weird. Anyway, we're here now at Ye Old Desert. C418 had something special. They really did. What was I talking about before we got onto Minecraft music? Oh yeah, right. Twitch money. But no, yeah, I'm not like, obviously I'm not like looking for a career. Like I fret over those little like Twitch achievements, that you get for doing various things. Oh, an azalea tree out here in the desert. That's nice. I kind of wish I had based in a desert. I'm not gonna lie to you, that seems like a really fun place to be. There are lots of azalea trees here. Okay, so where are we gonna start this big dig? I think we should just sort of like dig in and get started, because otherwise we're not gonna get started. And we're gonna be wandering around looking for where we need to go to get started. Oh my god, it's insta-break. It's insta-mine. That just made my life a whole lot easier. Because I was very worried. I was like, oh no, but sandstone's gonna be all my floors, so I'm just gonna have to mine a lot of sandstone. But no, it's fine. It's perfectly fine because it's insta-mine, so I don't really need that much time like I would with, deep slate. Oh, I forget that, like, it's made of, like, that softer, like, netherrack material. Of just being able to just whack at it infinitely. Oh, this is so good. Just waving my mouse around and getting this. There's no more satisfying feeling on this earth, speaking of Minecraft evoking feelings, than Instamine. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's fantastic. Let's pick up a bunch of this over here. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Let's grip all this. Get it moved over to the shulker if we have enough. Do we have enough? We have a lot on us, yeah. Okay, sandstone, sandstone. I should have brought a second shulker, I think. Oh, we only need a couple more stacks. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Kinda wish I could grab more than this, but whatever. I'll take it, I'll take it. Yeah, this is fantastic. Alright, let's, because I don't want to overflow. I don't want to overflow at all. I know this will be enough to get the lobby done, for sure. So, I'm not super worried about, oh no, what if I get back and this isn't enough? Because it'll probably be enough. Now I'm worried. Now I'm thinking about it. Oh no. Now I've got myself thinking about it. It'll definitely be enough. It's fine. Let me pick up the spare. Just so that I get everything I mined. Oh wow, that made a very quick dent in my pickaxe too. But no, yeah, I don't know about you, because I know you do. I know you stream also, and you have like a little more going on than I do. But I like the Twitch achievement system. I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. All right. So I'm gonna just hope I stumble upon these desert temples naturally while we're just out and about. But no, yeah, they're super fun because I've been getting them recently, and it really fills me personally with a sense of pride and accomplishment. I don't know about, you know, how that sits for everyone else, but like, oh man, because like I could totally see if someone was like, no, I hate Twitch achievements. They're cheesy and like weird, and it's just like strange metrics, and it's like, yeah, sure, it's metrics that don't really mean anything, but like they're fun. A lot of fun. A nice little way to like mark your progress as a streamer, you know? I kinda like, so about alerts. I know I just talk stream stuff a lot, but about alerts specifically, man, where are these desert temples? I really want to set up new ones. Ooh, sand village, sand village. Let's grab some of this hay they've got here. I don't have a hoe on me to effectively break this, so we're just gonna have to hit it with a shulker box. I set up these like Germa, like rats alerts, custom, because I was just like, oh, I'll just use these as placeholders until I can make my own alert, until like I can come up with some good ideas for like proper alerts. Problem that I have with a lot of projects, actually, now that I think about it. I've grown attached to the shittier, like, custom alerts. Anything in these barrels? No? Just barrels? Okay. Completely ransacking this village. Ooh, what's in here? Nothing. How about here? No? Do sand villages have less chests per? Hey, welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see ya. I want to pronounce that Stonix, but like that Stonix, like Onyx, or I'm not sure. Ooh, emerald. Neat. Dead bush. Dead bush. Now that's a treasure I couldn't possibly pass up. Come on now. You expect me to walk away without dead bush? How could I ever? I'm just sneaking around doing what rats do. Having a little gander. Little thievery. Let me in. Let me into your home. There's nothing even in here. You tricked me. You tricked me into thinking you were guarding off something. Yo, dead bush pog? Heck yeah. What else we got? I'll take all the wheat I can get just because I don't like farm enough. So, you know, this little resource gathering mission might as well get me more than I bargained for, you know? But, no, I fell in love with the temp alerts, because they were just placeholders, and now I can't bring myself to get rid of them. Not that I've had any ideas worth replacing them with, but, like, what are you guys doing all the way out here? Hanging out with a cat? Wow. Wish I could be hanging out in the desert with a cat right now. Wouldn't that be wonderful? God, that's such a nice blue for that water. Whoa! Okay. Alright, hi friends. I'll be on my way now. Yep, sorry, can't do anything for you. My bad. Sorry to intrude. Okay, let's head off this direction. So I believe that's the edge of this little island here. Oh, we've already been this way. Let's go this way then. But no, yeah, I don't think it's a problem. It's fine. The alerts function, and I don't feel bad or anything about it. Should definitely update them at some point. Speaking of commissions, I've got to get sub badges and stuff commissioned. Ooh, bean-shaped. Bean-shaped hole. Bean-shaped hole. That's such a satisfying hole to look at. How nice. Ah. Is that it over there? That looks like it could be another desert village. Which would not be amiss. I assume it's raining, and that's why the sky looks like that. Very rainy day. I'm glad I get to miss out on the rain by being in the desert. Alright. Let's see here. What do we got? Felt very old the other day because I was thinking about old Minecraft stuff, and I was like, oh man, remember when like 90% of Minecraft's textures were just one thing? Like they were all in just one image file, and that was just where all the textures were. Is this attached to that other village somehow, or is this just its own thing? Looks like it's just its own thing. Well, that was certainly a noise that I don't want to find out about. But no, I was thinking about that, and I was like, man, can't believe they, like, just allowed that to be all one texture. Oh, there's more village down here by the coastline. That's nice. Hey, no trampled crops. That's fine, I'll take plenty from this harvest. Is this a submerged building? Or is this just, like, a pad for the things? Looks like it's just a pad for the things. Or for the, like, hay bales. That's neat. But no, yeah, I don't think I'll ever be done with this game. I came to that conclusion a few days ago, because I was just thinking on it, and I was like, huh, you know? Yeah, huh, exactly. But I was just thinking on it, and I was like, you know, I've been playing Minecraft for nearly a decade now, if not a decade, because Minecraft's 10-year was only, like, a year or two ago. So, like, yeah, no, about a decade. And so it's, and I've still somehow managed to not get bored of just playing Minecraft yet. Are there no desert temples here, and I was just tricked? Bamboozled, even? I was hoping that at least, like, because it marks them as likely desert temple. I'm doing air quotes, but you can't see it. It marks them as, like, likely desert temple, so maybe there's not one here? Yeah, no, I don't think you're ever done with it. That's exactly how I'd put it if I had thought of that first. So good on you. Like, I don't think you're ever done with Minecraft. You just kind of stop for a while. But no, I get unreasonably, like, somber about the whole, like, you know, someday I'm gonna boot up this block game for the last time. By my choice or otherwise, you know? And, you know, not to be a bummer. I'm not trying to bring everybody down, but hey, Desert Temple, we can get off of this topic now. Great. We can stop talking about our own mortality. Alright, I have feather falling, so I could probably just hoof it down here if I really want to. Fuck. What happened? I didn't touch it. I didn't touch a thing. Have they started doing wood pressure plates for these now? Oh, a saddle. I'll take that. I'll be having this. What happened here? Hey, thanks for the follow. Brimel Baspid? Thanks for allowing me to butcher your name in the follow. Where is this chest? I saw another one, I think. Is there a second layer of chests now? I'm very confused as to how this managed to happen. Did it generate lower than it should have? Oh, no, it was waterlogged. So this one got saved. Oh, man, this is a cool little area. And I'd like to get out of here now, please, if I may. Okay, there we go. There's our exit. Okay, time to get ourselves right up out of here. You were the pressure plate all along! What a twist. Amazing twist ending. Can't believe it. How did this happen? Was there a mob down there? There had to have been something hanging out down there. I'm just gonna leave that alone and pretend that this interaction with this here temple never happened. It never happened. I was the mob. The real pressure plate was the friends we made along the way. That's truly how it works. That's exactly right. Really wish the friends I made along the way wouldn't sabotage my loot potential, but you know. That's what friends are for, right? Fine, I'll munch up. I'm grubbing. I'm eating. God, that's another thing that I just don't think I'll ever be good at in this game, is keeping up with my own health. We need to be heading in a specific direction. Hey, thanks for the follow. We need to be headed in a specific direction for the mangroves, but I need to not be swamped with mobs to set that up. Hey, thanks for the follow. I really appreciate it. Okay, I keep getting tripped up on Stonix, if that's how you pronounce that. I'm just gonna start, like, mumbling through names I can't pronounce. Like, oh yeah, thanks for the follow, Stonix. Hey, how you doing? And matrix bottom text. Where's the top text? Is there a top text? So I'm gonna put myself in a hole here. For one How did you do that? Leave me alone, you creature! He slipped in on me. Can't believe it. There never was. Dang. Whatever shall we do with no top text? Okay, so we need to set up another Mongrove. You know what? Mongrove. Momgrove. Hot MILFs in your swamp. Alright, where did I set those coordinates? Here we are. Negative 6790. And follow that up with, not yaw, but Z. We need 1300. Okay, looks like we're generally headed back home. You're like one of the first people who pronounced my name right first try. 10 out of 10. As far as I know. Uh-oh. Oh, did I just hit... Please, please save it. No, Momgrove, please. I was reading chat and I hit back, or I hit escape instead of 6790, 1300. No, yeah, it looks like we're generally headed back to base. Not terribly far. Yeah, it's like a triangulation thing. Nice. I probably should have went there first. Yo. Is swamp pussy okay to say on Twitch? Am I good? Am I all right? Like I don't think anybody would care. But like, I feel like that might be skirting the line a little bit. Yeah, we're only 9,000 blocks away. Don't worry about it. We'll get there. A little more traveling and we'll be good to go. We're not even an hour in and we've actually started to get resources. I was very scared that like the resource gathering portion of this stream would way outweigh the building portion of this stream. Considering like, you know, I still want to, you know, build the base today, if I might. Yo, fighting Stonic's real? Big if true. Okay, let's get on the ocean so we're no longer being harassed. Do I have a boat? There's my boat. I hear you. I hear you. You back up, sir. Huzzah, I make my great escape. Just squid? Yo, squid vibin'? I don't know about Twitch, but I'll fight you. I'd love to see you try. Let's see. Get over to the Mom Grove. But no, yeah, I was starting to get onto this when we were sailing over here. I do like sailing in Minecraft. As much as it's like a nothing activity, and like, you know, it's literally just holding the W key until you get there. I don't know, I enjoy it. I enjoy it. It's very quick travel. It makes me feel like I'm going fast, because it's about at running speed, if not like slightly faster the whole time. It's very good. Nice and calming to just be out on the water, hanging out, you know? It's a very good experience. Oh, ice bridges are a lot of fun, too. Again, that's another thing I barely ever get around to. I'm thinking about helping out with the server's nether hub. I'm not sure, though. I'm not sure if I'll have the time, because I have such, like, a massive base in mind that I might actually end up spending all my time building it. In relation to the swamp thing, there's arguably worse things ending in OC that I've said. Actually, let me look at the list. Do you have a list? You have a list of awful things that you've said? Why? I probably should have a list. Like, I have enough to make a list, for sure. But, like... What is that over there? There's a ruined portal over there. I want to check that out real quick. I want to go have a glance at that. Oh, list of words that end in ussy. Okay. That makes sense. Oh, there's an enemy down there. I want to actually, I'll make a waypoint here, because I want to do something with this at some point. I know I'm like waypoint obsessive. Ocean monument. Confirm. Yo, Osh. Bro, I'm Osh as fuck right now. I remember a time where I said Willousy in VC. William F. Tosi. No, he's decaying. You can't do that. Respect your elders, even the child murdering ones. Alright, where are we going here? Where's this chest? Is there not a chest in this one? Have I been ripped off? It's a very large ruined portal. I'm taking this gold at the very least. Oh, the motherfucker gave me mining fatigue. I can't believe it. Alright, let's see if we can get up on land and save ourselves just a little bit from this mining fatigue. Because swimming is only making it worse. Oh my god! Yeah, alright. Let's not, then. I think I've been duped. I don't think there's a chest for this one. Or if there is, I'm just not seeing it. Underwater ruined portals are always neat to behold. Yeah, no, there's just not a chest here. Oh, my mining fatigue should be ending at any point now, right? No, mining fatigue 3 for 3 minutes? Alright, yeah. This is close to the ocean monument. I'll come back and have another look at some point. Where is my boat? Oh, I picked it up. Takes like an hour to mine obsidian with it? Yeah. Nah, the Guardian's mining fatigue. You can't mine at all. Yeah, it's a real pain. I usually don't like messing with Guardians for that reason, which is why instead of facing them like a true warrior, I'm gonna go ahead and do a little thing I like to call drown or suffocating them to death. I think that might be my best option here. All right, this way. Yes, 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 yes. Away we go. Deathlessy? Jeez. Just walking around this list in your like top pocket, ready to bust it out at any moment. Just right on hand. Bam! Out it comes. There's another one? There are two of them so close together. Maybe I could make it a sort of like a remote research lab type build. You know, studying these things. Mayhaps. I wouldn't be opposed. Let's get over here. See what's what. We're only 7,000, almost 8,000 blocks away. Fellas, we can make it, don't worry. Everything will be fine. We're totally gonna get there in a reasonable amount of time. No, I was worried that the getting resources and like traveling the world to get resources portion of this stream would be super long-winded. And then when it came time to build the base, I'd look over and I'd go, "Oh, we've been streaming for about 3 or 4 hours now. I could probably cut it here and then come back and build the base because it's a nice stopping point." Thank goodness that didn't happen because I genuinely really want to get to laying some groundwork on the actual base because I am still hanging my head in a dirt hole in the ground, all right? That I built on day 1. I really got to do something about that. Like, something's got to give here. Maybe even build some sort of temporary storage to keep our things. Let's see. But no, yeah, I'm happy to sit here and talk about horrible, absolutely like petrifying language while we, sail the infinite sea to where we need to be. Is this just like an island, or is that like a full continent? Looks like it comes up on a full continent. We might have to cross land. We might actually get to see and do things. Could you believe it? Because, like, we've got a lot of big beaches on this server, but I didn't want to just hollow out a beach either. You know? Like, I didn't want that to be my designated spot to do things, because it feels like that would be kind of a waste, you know? To like, pick out a beach and then hollow it out. Because, like, with the desert, there's like, a very slim to none chance I will ever run out, you know? But, if I had just stuck with one of the beaches, I would have eventually run out and had to move to the desert anyway. I'm being chased? Oh, just bunnies. Just bunnies. No need to murder yet. Ah, the nice lush greens of Minecraft. Finally out of the sand. Also, I might be less in chat because we're bullying a friend of ours. Oh, bullying? I love bullying. I don't like being bullied all that much, but I love bullying. What a fantastic hobby that is. I think my favorite thing to do is pick a friend and imply a fact about them that just isn't true. Like, just like, oh, it's because you're short, and like they're like perfectly average height, like on the dot, and it's like, no, you're just short. It's so fun. What a fun little piece of banter to do with your friends. Burned a guy's house down once. I think that was a fun little prank. He didn't seem to get it, but, like, I thought it was funny. And I think that's really where the joy of the prank is. You really have to like, you know, at the end of the day when you're doing a little gag like that, you need to be your own target audience, cuz if you're not having fun, nobody's going to have fun. 5'5" is a completely normal height. I disagree. What was that? I'm sorry. I just got poisoned over the... I'm not going back to find out, but... Yeesh. Get me out of here. Alright, we need to munch up while I've got a second. I think we're getting closer. I mean, we definitely are getting closer, but like... Oh, I meant to zoom. 6,000? Alright, we can do 6,000. 6,000 works. No problem. Oh, yeah, it was probably just a pufferfish. He's just minding his own business and decides to attack me. While I'm also minding my own business. Had nothing to do with him. Oh, nice flat area on the beach. I always see those and I'm like, oh, that's nice. I should build there. Just because it's such like a nice, naturally flat piece of land that still looks, you know, natural. And so... You know, and it's never enough land to really do much with other than just build like a little bungalow and leave it. But like that's a nice little build regardless. Hey, back on the water we go. Let's go. Sea Shanty 2 mode. Sending our other friend to Ping Hell. Oh boy, Ping Hell. So I don't think there's any noise more annoying than the Discord ping sound. Because it's like, when you hear it once, or like maybe twice, it's like, oh, that's a nice little noise. That's a nice little subtle, like, I mean, it's kind of jarring, but like, it's a nice little quick noise to tell me I've received a message. But like, it's just like, but once you hear it like 3 or more times in a row, it just has this like natural rage effect on me that I don't get. And it's like, it just sends me into like a fit, man. I hate it. Ah. And it's like, I don't like genuinely get mad about it, but it's like, it just gets annoying faster than any other noise I've ever heard. I've been tempted before, just like as a goofy gag, to like change over all my sounds from, change over all my Discord sounds, from Discord noises to Skype noises. Okay, good, we get to skip this piece of land. Just for the fun of it, just because I think it'd be funny. And it's like, again, that's another one. Serious this time. That's another one where it's like, yeah, I'm my target audience here. Like, no one else is going to really find this to be that funny. There's a dolphin down there. Because, like, no one else is literally ever going to know if I don't say anything. Ooh, that's strange looking. Look at that. Wow. Can't believe it. We are getting further from home now. We've reached the point where this is no longer on the way. We're gonna keep just heading in a straight line and hope we get there. Actually, we might be able to just cut around. I'll try it. What is that? Sunken ship? Thought it was something player made for a second. I was gonna say, all the way out here? For reals? Yo? Very cool of everybody to, like, kind of stick around spawn on the server. Dang it, I sailed through the whole day. Which means I'm gonna be on land at night. You got anything for me? 1 iron nugget. So somebody has been out here, then. 0 chance that spawns with 1 iron nugget. No, yeah, somebody beat me to this one. Alright. Yeah, something tells me we're not gonna be able to sail our way through this one. Let's see what we can do here. Gotta just wade the water now like some kind of loser. I've been forced out of my little, like, cushy boat made exclusively of wood. And now I have to, like, wade through the water with me own 2 legs. Can't believe it. I should probably try crossing from that side. That will most likely be easier. Okay, at least it's a forest, so maybe we can, like, bob and weave and dodge a lot of the mobs here. That way. Or, if we could, I'd like to get up on the, I'd like to get up on the thing. Like, up on the trees and, get through there. Ooh, it opens up to a nice taiga biome. Where was this when I needed it? Again, just bob and weave, no problem. Alright, we've made it another 1,000. Let's see if we can keep that rolling. Yes? No, we haven't. We've moved like 300 blocks. I thought that was 4-0, not 4-8. Oh well, that's fine. Heyo, welcome in, Olive Bound. Speaking of furry. Favorite fur champ? Oh god, I'm reading chat and I'm getting caught up. How's it going? Welcome in. So are you the victim then? I would assume so. Yes, Olive is the victim. Good. Everybody needs a good victim, you know? Yo, rat? Rat moment? Holy cow. Ratman in the house. Can't believe it. Baby man? Oh, well. Not exactly, but every now and again I get up to a little agoo and whatnot. I sometimes bust out the goo goo gaga on occasion. Most of the time I just steal, though. It's mostly just theft. I do not awoo. I would never awoo. If you ever see me awooing, I've been replaced. They've replaced me with an awooplicate. God, now I'm just thinking like body snatchers, but with like all the like replaced people just awoo. It's a forest fire over there. It sounds like a party. Too bad we're not headed that way. Darn shame, really. An absolute travesty. Let's see if we can get up here. Oh, come on. Thank you. No. No, please. Anything but that. It's the last thing that I need. Oh. Let me up, let me up. Someday I'll climb this mountain. And I'm not gonna give up either. I'm gonna keep at it. Nobody will notice a little sandstone out of place. I don't think anybody will care. Shh, it's fine. Oh, I'll bring these back for Zach, so they can farm them. Because I know they've got their whole farming thing going on. I'll bring them back as many as I can carry. Or as many as I feel like grabbing, I guess I should say. Because technically I can carry as many as I want. Alright, let's see here. Up and up and up. We're not making much progress block for block at the moment, but we'll get there. Yeah, maybe. I'd like to think people would notice. Now, if they would care enough to do anything about it, that's another question entirely. But, you know, whether they would, like, even want to do anything about it, you know, who knows? You might make a better me than me. So, you know, I'm not very good at it. I try my best. I think that's all that matters, really. Ooh, that's a nice mountain. You know what this looks like? This almost looks exactly like the mountain they showed off when they announced Caves and Cliffs and the new, like, terrain generation. It looks just like that. Ah, it's fantastic. I think they did end up toning that back quite a bit from that, because I remember that being much larger scale. And I guess, you know, it didn't look as good in gameplay, so Or I guess it wasn't as navigable, maybe? I don't know. There had to have been some problem for them to tone it back, because it looked real good in that screenshot. But, you know, things that look good in screenshots and things that are actually good in-game are usually not the same thing, which sucks, but, you know. What can you do? Like, I usually like to take all my screenshots with shaders, but I don't really, you know, it's a preference thing. I don't really like to play with shaders that often. Because I feel like the lighting just gets off, you know? Oh, come on. I was hoping I could just sort of yoink my way up there. Hit that yoinky sploinky, you know? It's like the Mandela catalog, but they're alternates. Alternates? There we go. Got there in the end. That's truly what matters. You know, I think a very essential part of streaming probably is being able to read. I think that might help. I should probably take some classes. Oh boy, welcome to the Vox Gets Stuck in Powdered Snow 18 different times on this mountain portion of the stream. Can't wait. It's gonna be fantastic. I can't wait to freeze to death with C418 in the background. Cannot wait. Yo, snack time? Oh, I should probably munch up. While I'm munching up, I do want to remind you all to stay hydrated. Have a nice beverage. Have a good bev. Maybe even a snack of your own, if you have anything nearby. Could not recommend more, making sure that you're well fed and taken care of. After all, you can't surrender all your worldly possessions to the Rat Man if you, aren't fed properly. If you die of dehydration, you're not able to, like, laugh at the funny. For example. That's an activity that, like, people enjoy. Hello, yes, I am human. I laugh at the funny. Oh no, this is no longer funny. Uh-oh. Gosh, it sends me into such a panic. Why is it so high in the air? Or does it just stay level with me? 4,000 more to go. Finally over that mountain, though, so it should be easier. Yo, waterfall moment? That's another bone I have to pick with Minecraft that I was hoping they would fix somehow. Is having waterfalls be better than just a water source block randomly placed into a mountain. Which, with completely random generation, I'm not sure how you could improve that. I'm not a game designer, so I wouldn't be able to, like, inform you on what makes that good. Back up for a second. I was scratching my nose, couldn't move my mouse. That's a nice hole. That is a nice hole. Very enjoyable hole. 10 out of 10. Would mine. If I had the time. I have a little time. I have enough. I can make time for coal. Just because coal is so out of the way on my mining trips, because it just doesn't spawn that deep anymore. So it's a real frustration to get my hands on, but especially in like mass quantities. Because I have to like make special trips for coal, or just like take out coal as I see it while I'm wandering the surface, which seems to work for me as far as the strategy goes. Any more coal down here in the immediate vicinity? No? Okay. Whoop. There we are. Okay, am I in line with my home one? Okay, I thought that was the home one for a second. It was just a birch tree that happened to line up. Baja Blast doesn't count. You gotta have actual water. Mind you, I'm a hypocrite, and I will never drink water. I am a being that is completely subsistent on soda. And soda alone. Helps me see faster. Occasionally, I might hear a color or two. No birches? Oh, I thought it might have been a creeper hole. More signs of life. But there is coal down here. No creeper hole. Creeper coal. Let's snatch that up. Come on. Give me more of these. Out of inventory space. I made way too many trapdoors the other day. And I blamed it on the crafting recipe. Because I was like, wow, I only put in the stuff to make one of these. Why did it give me 18? You know, and they're supposed to give you 2, I think. Ooh, iron. I don't need iron quite as much as I need, quite as much as I need the coal, but, like... Do I want to throw out my dead bush? But it's such a valued treasure. I'll, get rid of the meat. Get rid of the meat. Don't need it. No more meat. Rotten flesh, don't need it. Completely unnecessary. Let's get our way up here. I think I've got some beef on me. Don't tell Zach, though. Yeah, I got plenty of beef on me. Our cow friend would not be happy with us. I will not break the block. I will simply keep walking until it works. There's a bunch of powdered snow here. I'm gonna see about just dodging that altogether. No, 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 no. No, no, no. You leave me alone. Thank you. We're gonna walk around this way and hopefully be able to just dodge it. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, coal. Remember when I said our resource gathering wouldn't actually take as long as I thought? Yeah, if I keep doing this, it might actually take longer than I thought. Not that I care. I love a good resource gathering. So how are things, chat? What's up? What's happening? How are your lives? Oh, oh, oh. Big hole. Big coal. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Need more. I'm gonna have to smelt a lot to get this base done. And so, taking coal where I can get it is going to be a very intrinsic part building this thing. Where'd the coal go? I mean, there's some over there, but like... Ah, right there. It's right at the edge of the hole. So I can just come over here and grab it. Oh, is that it? Yeah, it looks like that's it. Alright. Okay. What a shame. Jump, clutch it. I'm not gonna manage that. There was I saw that too late anyway, but like there's 0 chance I would have done that. I mean, I wouldn't die. I mean, I've got feather falling. I'd be fine. But like, ugh, it's a close one. A little closer than I would like. Cow. Let's get up and around through here. And it looks like a straight shot from here. I mean, there's another, like, mountain in the way, but for the most part, it looks like it's just gonna be a solid wander right over into... Oh, no, it is just a full-size mountain in the way, huh? So this is my life now. I think I could cut around this mountain just to make progress a little faster, because it'll probably be faster just to, like, walk around it. Whoop. Big hole. Careful. Not seeing any coal either. Okay, well, so much for you. Thanks a lot, hole. What a waste of time. Can't believe it. You know, I'm starting to get a bad feeling about all this hole nonsense. Doesn't sit right with me. Very minimal coal to be had. The hole gods are not hearing my requests. Alright, how are we gonna tackle this? I think we should probably just head straight through here, through this valley. Which should come out the other side, I would hope. Hey, someone slept, thank goodness. We're safe from mobs now. Well, safer. We're safe adjacent at all times. I like to think we're akin to safety. With our armor, at the very least, making most of that adjacency to safety. Don't want to speak too soon, though. This could go very poorly very quickly. I'm not picking any of this up, am I? Let me get this sand out of my inventory. I don't need the sand. I just needed the sandstone. Plenty of coal to be had in here. I'll go a little deeper in order to get a little more coal. Sure. Put down a torch. I have many torches. Okay, do I have anything else that I could throw out? Okay. Terracotta. When did I pick up terracotta? I think I picked it up in the temple. Don't need it. Get rid of it. Get this guy out of here. Who does he think he is? Some kind of terracotta? Well, I suppose he is, but, like, he doesn't have to be that way about it. You know? Okay, I'm leaving that torch behind. Little memento for someone else who comes along this. Hey, clutch jumps. Yo, sick jumps, bro. Oh, water. We can get back on the water. Is there coal in here? No. Okay, water time. Yeehaw. Nothing like a good river to go down here. Oh, more coal. More coal along the riverbank. That's gotta be a good sign, right? Hello? Excuse me? Alright, I'm not arguing. I don't want to mine in the water. But, like, a little strange that the water isn't cooperating as it should. I got more terracotta. Really? Squid, no! Save him! I was too late. I was too late. There was nothing I could do. What a rotten way to die. He was a good man. What a shame. Server member Cool Squid dead. Can't believe it. Has Cool Squid even been on recently? I'm not sure. There's more coal up there. I don't have time. I can't stop. I can't stop for every piece of coal that I see. I just can't. If I do that, I'm going to be here all day. And as much as I'd love to be here all day, I'm a larger fan of getting the thing I came here to do accomplished and actually being able to go and build my base. I'm a very big fan of that. So, it's Better Call Saul Day. Today's the day. New episode out. New episode out now, actually, I think. Maybe in an hour? I'm not sure. But, like, this show has infested my brain to the point where, like, I can't think about anything else. I'm very excited for this show to wrap up in, like, 6 weeks. I guess we gotta keep going. There's no way to climb here. I'd have to... No? Oh, here we go. I'm very excited to see that wrap up. Like 10 minutes, I think, because they air at 9:30, right? I'm not sure when they air. It's 9 or 9:30, something like that. So yeah, probably 10 minutes. Either way, the stream's gonna end, and I'm gonna go watch that. I'm gonna go hang out and be a gamer. And it's very scary. My point here is, chat, that, like, once that's over, I don't really have anything to watch, and I'm going to need suggestions. You guys got anything you're super interested in that you'd want to recommend to your local rat? Because I'm happy to check out whatever you'd throw at me. Let's see here. Munch up. Yeah, I don't remember what time either off the top of my head. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll get there. Everything will be alright. Oh, a nice birch forest, too. Sick. Ugh, we're less than 3,000 away, ladies and gentlemen. There's another fucking mountain in the way! Everything I've watched that I've recommended doesn't seem your style. My first thought was Arcane. Yeah, but I'm not a League of Legends enjoyer, is the thing. I'm actually quite anti-League of Legends. Not even on, like, the principle of, like, the game itself, but just because, like, everybody I've... Ow. I've been bonked. This is about the League thing. But, like, everybody that I've heard, who, Everybody I've heard play League of Legends regularly, they hate themselves and League of Legends. Oh god, now you've opened the floodgates. Look what you've done. Look what you've done. I'm gonna have a headache after this one. I like the bonk command, it's a lot of fun. Nah, I just wanted to bonk you. Completely understandable. Hey, Sweet Jam. Thanks for the follow and welcome in. Good to see ya, good to see ya. Hope your vibes are well. Hope your vibes Orwell. George Orwell, in fact. Oh no. Let's see. Can we get up here? We can get up here. No powdered snow to hold me down. You know what they ought to put in Minecraft? We ought to have access to cheese in this game. That's not for any sort of bias. I just, I desire a good cheese. Maybe I'd actually remember to eat food if I had access to cheese. Darn shame. Wow. Very spired mountain here. Need new shows too. I have to watch The Witcher still, but that's all, and I need something. Yeah, I heard The Witcher was good. I never got to it, and I don't think I will. I've heard enough about it, and I've seen enough clips to know that it would just probably bore me. Honestly, and ooh, music. There's music in this video game. Can you believe it? Because I couldn't believe it either until just now. This is so weird to do one of these Minecraft streams without, like, Nintendo music going in the background the whole time. It's a lot chiller this way, I don't know. Like, I'm not losing energy over it, but I feel more compelled to just sit and chat, you know? During the quiet times, and just let the music take me as it comes. There we go, we're good. Up. Yep. Up. Oh, we're gaming. We're gaming. With no regard for our health bar or our boots at all. Actually, all of our armor is doing quite well. Very little damage. No damage at all, in fact. Very pristine. I thank T every time I take a fall like that. Because if it weren't for them, I wouldn't have this nice, sweet armor that I'm wearing. It's a very sweet gift, and I appreciate it a lot. Let's see. Right over there to our mom grove. There was probably one closer, but I was looking for one near this desert, and from a bird's eye view, everything looks close to everything. And so it's hard to tell just how far you're gonna have to go. You know? There's a savanna biome over there, and it looks like there might be structures to be seen, so let's go check that. See if there's anything worth looking at. Great British Bake Off? That doesn't seem like a narrative show. Like, I mean, of course it's not a narrative show, but that doesn't seem like a show that I would pick up like I would a narrative show, I mean. Because, like, I sit and I watch narrative shows. Hold on a sec. Oh, and it's gone. Are you kidding me? I had to sneeze. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, I just barely muted in time. Okay, I thought it was gone for a second there. Alright, time to eat. We're almost out of potatoes. We're gonna have to drop our potato vegan diet. Our all-starch diet. in favor of an all red meat diet very shortly. That's gotta be hell on the digestive system to go from eating nothing but potatoes for like weeks on end and then switching straight to nothing but full-size steaks. But no, yeah, it doesn't feel like a show, because like when I sit down and I watch a narrative show, I'll be like super invested and go, oh man, I wonder what's gonna happen to these characters next week, or you know, I wonder what's gonna happen in the next episode with this plot line. Oh, excuse me. Oh, big burp. That's what I get for subsisting on soda alone. But like with stuff like the Great British Bake Off and like game shows and whatnot, I have a hard time coming back to it. Cause like those are the sort of shows that I'll sit and I'll watch for like for an afternoon. I'll sit and watch maybe like a 6 or 7 episodes worth in one sitting. And then it's like, yeah, I like this show. But I'm probably not gonna watch much more. But it's like, and then like next time I'm in between shows, I'll pick it up again and start watching it for like a little bit, you know. Or like if a new season drops of a game show I enjoy, I'll sit and I'll watch that. You know, I like Lego Masters a lot. That show's fun. It's a little childish, but like not the like Lego building portion of it, just like the tone of the show is a little like childish. But like I don't mind. Still get to see some amazing Lego builders build some amazing things. And ooh, is that a village house I see? We can go off track a little bit. We can have a little off track. We could also sleep if no one else does. Let's ransack a village, shall we? Let's do it in the daytime, preferably. Respawn point set. That's not exactly what I wanted, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Let's see what else we can get here. Ooh, more hay bales. Love some hay bales. Gotta have me some hay bales. Fill up my, wheat supply. Hey, Mojang, just so you know, wheat and hay, not necessarily the same thing. I don't know if you knew this. I don't know if you had picked up on this at all. I don't need the melons, really. I can farm melons, and melons aren't really that good of a food source either. Yo, gamer Redbed? Redbed Gaming? Oh my god. No, but like melons aren't that good for food. I like them early game, but like because they're just so plentiful early game. But like once you have access to better food sources, it's not super helpful to have those. Oh wait, I'm headed in the wrong direction. That's the last thing I need to be doing. More hay bales. How many hay bales do I have? I have to have over a stack by now, right? Just barely over a stack. I've just surpassed the stack by like 5. Okay. Yoink. A boink. Boink. And away we go. We get closer every second to this nice little waypoint here. Thank goodness for the waypoint system, because it saved me from having F3 open and then getting confused and walking the wrong way for 10 minutes and then, you know, screwing over my coordinates. Waypoints are just nice to have. I'm starting to adjust and starting to see the value in the minimap. Cause it's like the immediacy of like the actual like map in the top left. I don't really need that all that much. Like I don't see much use for that in my day-to-day. Hey, 1,000 blocks away. We can make that. Red Bed Redemption. Yeah, Lego Masters is always really cool. Super neat. Because I started the latest season, and then I didn't finish it. Again, case in point, game shows just don't grasp me. Just don't, like, grip me as well as, like a narrative show would. Less than 1,000 blocks away, ladies and gentlemen. We are so close. God, I have such a hard time adapting. I need to, like, have a list of, like, ladies and gentlemen adjacent phrases that include non-binary people. Like, I really wanna transition into using those, pun intended. I really wanna, like, move over and start, like, using those. Because those are, like, not only are they inclusive, they're fun. They're just fun. And, I'm just so stuck in the ladies and gentlemen mindset. Just 'cause it's such, like, a theatric term, you know? Ooh, coal. Coal is also very theatric. But, I want to get more of those listed in, just so that I have them. Inclusivity is always very important. What do I have that I can get rid of? I keep seeing this as, like, I have 1 stone block. Why don't I just throw it away? And then I realize, oh, wait. Because I don't just have 1 stone block. I have, you know, 28. I have a shulker filled with stacks of stone blocks. I can, however, put the stone in there. And then tuck a lot of this cobble away as well. That way we have some inventory space to work with here. because that'd be great. If we could just have more of that. Anyway, back on track to... Oh, well, more iron here. I can't leave iron behind. I have way too much of it, but I still can't bring myself to just leave it, you know? Because, like, unlike copper, iron is actually more useful. And is it just 2? It is just 2, yes. Okay. Ooh, coal. More coal. Yes. I love that, like, every other method other than strip mining has become more effective. Like, I love that, like, it's so much more effective just to strip, to just, like, go caving or to sit here and, like, walk the tops of mountains for these sorts of resources. Instead, thanks for the follow. Prez the does things? Prez? One of those. You can correct me, I don't mind. Whoa! Okay, that's not great. Oh, thanks for the raid, too. I didn't even notice the raid. Super appreciate that. Raids are always super helpful. How was your stream? How did it go? What were you up to? Oh boy, off we go. Here we are. It's pronounced Prezith, if that makes any sense. Okay, yeah, that does make sense. Okay, there was no I, and I got tripped over. Ooh, big stone mountain. Thank you for the correction, so that I know how to pronounce it properly next time, and in future. I like that like I had to specify, as though like I was going to pronounce it properly the second time and then never again. Had lots of tech issues and had to end early. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Tech issues are always a big bummer for me, at least on stream. I don't know. I get in like these funks usually with tech issues where like if it rains it pours. Like if one thing is going wrong, then everything is going wrong that can possibly go wrong. And man, this is a lot of coal. But hey, here's hoping the next one goes better, huh? Let's grab this here coal and make our way off onto the ocean. I didn't expect there to be an ocean considering we're only 500 out from it. But, well, this one's just asking for it. That piece of coal is just begging to be mined. Had to raid you because I love your PNG model. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It was made by a wonderful artist called MK8. And they do wonderful stuff. I got that right that time, right? MK8, I'm pretty sure. Again, I really got to set up that artist command. MKV8, my bad. They're an absolutely wonderful person, and I couldn't recommend them more for your artistic needs. But no, yeah, thanks for the raid. Super helpful. Been making a lot of headway on stream, and the reason I could tell that I've been making a lot of headway with Twitch is because I'm getting follows when I'm not live. I don't know when that started, but like, oh, I'm being attacked again. I'm being attacked again. Get away. No more poison for me, thanks. Poison is just about the only thing that can actually kill me at this point. But no, because I'm getting like follows when I'm not streaming. And that's such a magical thing to open OBS and see, like, the Twitch creator dashboard activity feed thing. And see that I've gotten followers while I was away. And it's like, oh, that's so nice. That really makes me feel like I'm making, you know, headway. Even when I'm not actively working on streams and stuff. Hey, welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see you. It's going pretty well. We're having a pretty solid stream here. Connectivity-wise, we're not having a great stream. I'm dropping frames all over the place. But we're right on top of where a mangrove should be. And there's no mangrove here. No. Oh, God, Mads. Thanks for the raid. Thanks for the raid. You picked a very silly moment to raid me. I made this. I looked on the seed viewer and I picked out a mangrove swamp because I needed mangrove trees, and I come all the way out here, and the waypoint that I've made does not take me to a mangrove. Oh no! But welcome in. How was your stream? How did it go? Wonderful to see you in. So now I've got to double check my coordinate sheet here. We're supposed to be at negative 6,790, positive 100, or 1,300. Yeah, no, we're there. So let's enlarge the map here. Uh-oh. I think we just explore this continent, because I did round the numbers off after I got them from the seed viewer, so it might be somewhere around here. What a nice mesa biome. They do both start with M. Well, technically not anymore, because Badlands, but like, ow, I'm willing to give myself that pass. They both start with M. Please don't tell me I've marked this incorrectly, because I can pull the seed viewer again and I can look for a different mangrove. And then we can get to that one if there's no mangrove here. But hey, thanks for the follow, Starcode H. Thank you so much. Super appreciate it. Where are we? I think we just explore the rest of this continent. I think we're just gonna have to. It's getting dark though, so that's kind of spooky. I think we're just gonna have to hope and pray that, you know, my number rounding is what's wrong here. Hey, Ashlyn Goldheart, welcome in, welcome in. I'm sorry, it took me a second to process that name. The longer usernames always throw me for a loop. I hate that they call it that now. Yeah, I like Mesa better. I think it's a better name for the biome. And pretty much everybody I've spoken to about this has the same opinion of just like, man, I wish it were still called a Mesa. Because Mesa's such a nice name for it. So it's short, it's easy to pop out. Just falls right off the tongue. But now they've changed it, it's Badlands. It's like, oh, well, you know. So much for that. Endy boy. Can't really look at him. Can't give him a good glance. Don't want to hurt his feelings. Oh man, I need to munch up. I am in desperate need of some munchies, bro. But no, yeah, those that were here who don't know about Mads. Mads is amazing. They're great. They're wonderful. Again, I talk about it every time they raid me, but they seem to have built one of the most like positive and like supportive communities that I've seen in, you know, my general circle of Twitch. And that's always nice to see. Is there a chest in here? Yo, chestums, bro? Nah, doesn't look like it. Ah, well. Oh, how about this way? How about this way? You got anything for me over here? No, you got mobs for me, though. I think I'm clear there. But no, they're wonderful, and I very positive, yeah. I highly recommend giving them a look if you have the time or if you have the interest. Nice tiger friend. You wouldn't think a cat and a rat would get along all that well, but we make it work. Let's see. What's through here? Ooh, one of these big flat areas. I cannot keep exploring this mine shaft. Oh, I just wanted to get a chest. Yes, okay. Iron. I'll take the coal. Gapple. Is that an enchanted one? No. Darn. Oh well. It's still something. It's still a gap. A gap is a gap is a gap, as they say. Oh, another one. Name tag. We'll be having that. I don't really need any of the other stuff out of there. Oh yeah, their model is fantastic. It's really good. They got a new one recently, and I think it really suits them. Very good stuff. I meant to ask, because I don't think I ever have. Mads, did you do your model yourself, or did you get it commissioned? Because, like, I'm a goopy goblin gamer. I can't quite do that. I'm lame. I did not commissioned. I see. I'm a lame gamer, man. And, I play the video games and I make the funny. But, no matter how much I bully it, I can't get my hand to draw the funny rats for me. And so, I get other people to draw the funny rats. It looks like it's all Badlands all the way down. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hang out in this hole for just a second. And I'm gonna pop open our seed viewer. The music gets quieter when I tab out. When did they add that? That's definitely new, right? For sure. Yeah, mad props. Yeah, furries are super, like, I think I've met more creative people in the furry space and more talented people in the furry space than in any other individual community. Seed viewer, please, so that I can find this mangrove that we need. Alrighty. Seed map. Find me a mangrove, please. Highlight biomes. Mang. Yo, Mang moment? I'm not seeing one. Oh. There's a decent sized one. And it looks like it's in our general vicinity here. That's at... Let's see. Negative 27,000. 1676. So close to where we are. Right? It's on our way back home. So that's something. Mostly. It's mostly on our way back home. Now let's get out of this hole so we can actually make interesting content. Shall we? Oh. Got Chrome in the way. I can't view the thing. Preseth does things. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the prime, especially. Mega appreciative of that. I couldn't possibly be more appreciative of our wonderful subs. Just so you fellas know, we've got some wonderful emotes to go along with our little rat theming here. And I plan on getting more soon. So if you want in on some sick emotes, then that is always the way to go. Alright, we need to get back on the water, and then we can get right out of here. Where's my boat? There's my boat. Let's get in our boat and sail. Ow. Owie. That hurt. It's okay, Voxel. I can't bully my hand into making toasters either. Yeah, it's... It's a skill that I just don't have. I've tried on several occasions to draw, and I still draw for fun. Like, I'm not very good at it, but I do a doodle every now and again. There's another village over there. Do I dare stop and check this portal out? I think I dare. I think I dare. I don't think anybody else has made it out this far, and so nothing of value. Okay. And I'm already being harassed before I can make it to that village. One of these days, a skeleton is going to manage to flawlessly hit my, One of these days, a skeleton is going to manage to flawlessly hit my boat and knock me out of it. And that's going to be terrible. Alright, so we're headed home. We're headed toward home, rather. I didn't mark those coordinates down at all, did I? Negative 27,160. Oh, wow, that's way further out. Okay, can I pick a different one? Is there one that's, like, closer to 00? I would greatly appreciate that. Oh, we're way in the negatives. Oh, that would be my problem, wouldn't it? Okay. What about this one? What about this one? This one's not far, right? 13. Oh, wow, and that's, like, way off in the other direction, huh? Let's see. There are a couple of little ones. I think I could settle for a little one. This one is at 17K Negative 11k? Yeesh. That's super far. Maybe I settle for non-mangrove? My friends think it's crazy. They think I'm crazy for attacking a wolf when it hurts a fox in Minecraft to protect the fox. Yeah, it's a long way out. We probably shouldn't go. Fox are harmless. Yeah, they just want to be they just want berries, man. I could totally relate to the whole Minecraft fox lifestyle. That's nice to look at. I think we just head home and get started on what we have because you can just craft mud, right? Mud is just a thing you can make. So, here's my thought process. Are we? No, we're not 60,000 away from home. Okay, no, we're 6,000. My crosshair was blocking the decimal point. Okay, 6,000 I can do. 60,000 would probably be the rest of the stream. Yeah, that's just justice. You're just enacting justice upon this little guy. Probably completely deserved, honestly. I really wanted mangrove wood though. Yikes. I'll take one last look. Where are we on the map right now? We're at negative 6,000, positive 2,000, just about. Okay, so I'll look at negative 6,000, X. Positive 2,000. No, positive. Positive. Why is negative Z north? What's the deal with that? Why is that set up that way? Positive 2,000 should be somewhere in here. Oh, here's one that's not that far. This one's at negative 3,000, positive 6,000. That's 5,000. I could do 5,000. We're already at 2. And plus, that'll put us, like, on the right track to going home. In at least one direction. I can relate to the fox's attraction to shiny things. Yeah. As a rat, I like to pick up a shiny thing or two, most of which don't belong to me. But, who's to say? Who's to say, really? Allegedly. But, we gotta get some ocean moves made here. Again, sailing in this game is so fantastic. I like it when the music comes in and you're just out on the water and you're just making your way over somewhere and you're just like chilling, not doing much. Yeah, if it's shiny, it's miney. It's in the same list of rules as if it fits, I sits. Somewhere in there. But no, yeah, this has been a really nice stream. And while I've got a lull here, I'd like to thank you all for coming. Not that we're ending anytime soon. How far in are we? We're about 2 hours in. Yeah, we got about another hour or so before I really feel like we're at a good ending point. But I just want to thank you all for being here because it's a very busy night for me. And I almost thought about canning this one. I really did because I slept in late and I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't stream if I just woke up like an hour beforehand. But no, it's fine. It's fine. I do want to inform you though. There are a couple commands you should know about. You could use !socials to access any of my social media, Twitter included. I tweet a lot. I tweet a lot of funny things. I tweeted a funny gator video. I saw this funny spinning gator video, and I was like, oh, it'd be super funny it'd be really funny if I put like Freebird over that because of like the whole like spinning rat with Freebird thing. And so I did that, and I posted it in the replies of the original video, and that's been popping off on Twitter. Like, people are super into that. And that's really nice to see. I don't have a waypoint set for this thing. I probably should. Kind of just heading in this direction in the hopes that I get there. So we've got to be at, what, 6,000 on Z? So it's 3,000, 6,000, yes? Negative 3,800, positive 6,800. Let's make a waypoint real quick. Can I edit an existing waypoint? How do I edit a waypoint? Here, bring the map up. Can I just touch it? Here, how do you edit waypoint? I don't want to just start. I bonked my mic. I don't want to just start hitting buttons in the hopes that I find the right thing. Let's go down to miscellaneous. No, down further. Zero's minimap. Enlarge minimap. Minimap settings. New waypoint. Open waypoint screen with you. So you, then? Mom Grove. Add or edit Mom Grove to be the right coordinates. Mom Grove at negative 3,800. I think that's the exact number. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm not actually typing numbers. 3844. And then 6815. 6815. There. Confirm. Done. Now we should be facing Mom Grove, yes? Yeah, okay. It took it a second to appear, but there it is. And we're only 4,000 away, and most of it's by boat. That's perfect. Let's get Chrome out of the way so I can see chat again. Do azalea trees normally spawn randomly? Because I found a singular azalea tree in a spruce forest. Apparently they do just spawn about. I didn't know that before today either. But, like, I ran into a few of them just out in the desert. I think I did actually find one in a spruce at some point. And that's super interesting. What else was I saying? Oh, right. I was mentioning commands that you can use in the chat. Socials exists, and that'll give you a link to my link tree. And my link tree's got all my main social media on it. And then on the side, you can hit exclamation point VODs. And, oh, they do? That's good to know. It's good to know they do, in fact, randomly spawn about. And then exclamation point VODs will give you a link to the YouTube channel on which I post all of my previous streams. I got a little backed up and ended up posting like 4 VODs last night, so having notifications on for that channel probably isn't the best, because I usually post those, you know, at odd hours, and usually like in like sets of 2. Gonna farm channel points. Sick. Have fun. I hope you're... what are you... hold on. No. Hold on a minute. What? T. What are you planning? What do you have in mind? If anybody else had said that, I wouldn't be frightened at all. But, like, T just appearing in chat and going, hey, I'm gonna farm channel points. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's a Minecraft seed I found when I was trying to start up my hardcore world. It just seemed like an endless desert with dozens of azalea trees growing everywhere. Yeah, that's really neat. You know what I've considered doing before? As sort of a like a challenge thing at some point. I want to... It's not exactly an original idea, but it's one that I had a couple years ago when they when 1.16 came out with all the Nether stuff. Where, like, you know, now there's, like, wood and food sources in the Nether. So I was like, oh, I wonder what would happen if, let's say, hypothetically, I were to start in the Nether and, like, get my way out. I think that would be a really fun and interesting thing to do. To just... Oh, I'm down to my last potato. I just farmed chat engagement. Yeah. But no, yeah, speaking of chat engagement, having people engaging in the chat is always a fun thing. I heard somewhere a metric that made me feel really good about where I am streaming-wise. In that, I think it was something like, on average, a Twitch channel will get, like, 1% of its follower count as a live viewer. on any given stream, and so at 100 you should be getting 1 on average. And so it's like, oh god, that was a big hitch. But like, and so it's nice to know that I'm at least on average most days. Like, I don't think I'm ever below average for that specific 1% metric. I don't know, like, the truth of that metric, but it makes me feel nice, so I'm gonna pretend it's right. It's always nice. And it's like, I'm not super obsessed with where I am in terms of Twitch, but like, which I feel like is a thing that I need to preface, that like I'm not just like hungry about like success on Twitch. I just like numbers. I'm a big number go up enjoyer. I like to watch numbers, and I like to, even when they go down, I like to, you know, I like to like see what works and see what doesn't work and tinker about, you know. I don't know, that might just be me being weird, but I do think it's a very nice thing. I think Twitch providing all those analytics to me is like crack, because I'll sit and I'll just like stare at the analytics screen every week and go, wow, I did like, you know, I was doing this much better this week than I did last week, or I was doing, which tends to be an upturn these days, but like, or, oh, I'm stagnating except for like this small area. What did I do in this small area that I wasn't doing the rest of the time? And it's like, it's not like a hyper focus thing. I don't let it like affect my mood all too much, but like, I don't know. I just like number. I'm a big number enjoyer. Alright, let's go ahead and see what we can manage over here. How many blocks away are we now? 2,700? 2,700 isn't that bad. 2,700. We've pretty well traveled the server on this stream. Like, I think I've seen it all. Oh man, everybody else is logged off. It's just me now. Oh boy. Just me and the land. Let's go. It looks suspiciously close to my home mountain. Larger number, get larger, yeah. Numbers are nice, it's hard for me to read them. Might have, dyscalculia. Is that like dyslexia, but number? Sorry, I'm not all that familiar. Imagine that's how they explain that to you. In like a professional setting, when if you like get diagnosed, they just like they like walk in the room and they're like, "Hey, I got some bad news. You have dyscalculia." And it's like, "What is that?" And it's you know dyslexia but with number. And that's just how, that's like the medical explanation. Okay, let's see. Can I get up? I can get up. If I could stop being harassed by a skeleton. Normally I'm pretty fond of skeleton. Not in Minecraft, though. I'm usually a pretty big skeleton enjoyer. But no, yeah, reading number can be a little difficult sometimes. So for me at least, so I see where you're coming from. But like, graph. Visual graph. Fun to look at. Pleasing to monkey brain. Caveman like number. Number increase. Caveman brain. Positive response. Magic. Yeah. Alright, let's see how much further. 2,000? 2,200. Yep. We got it. No problemo. We're seeing a lot of the server today, and I really appreciate that. Because it doesn't feel like aimless wandering this time. It actually feels like, you know, I'm doing something. Because I am doing something. I've got a destination in mind. And so, you know, the wandering is all that much sweeter for having the destination. Whoever said it was about the journey, not the destination entirely, they're wrong. They're wrong. It's about leaving creeper holes out in the wild where no one will ever find them. Whoa! Okay, I bounced. I bounced. Alright, let's have ourselves some steak and heal up. Hey, finally got some damage dealt on our armor. Too bad that's gonna get fixed almost instantly once I get home and get to my skeleton farm. Yeah, lizard brain like number growing. How far? How far? Less than 2,000 now. That's good. That's good. We're progressing. Off to the Mom Grove. We could have already been there if I had actually marked it down properly on my map the first time. Let me in. Yeah! Is the rest by sea? I hope the rest is by sea. Imagine I die and I come back in that village. Oh wait, there are death waypoints. Yes, okay. Because I was gonna say, if it weren't for death waypoints, there's no way I ever make it back here. And even then, you know, just the act of getting back here, knowing where I need to be, will be difficult. Ah, number go down. Number go down, that's what I like to see, in coordinates, at least. Look at it go. But no, yeah, this stream's pretty solid. I'm enjoying this one a lot. Yeah, graphs are fun sometimes. Graphs are fun on the condition that graphs aren't an extreme crash. Like, I don't like looking at bitrate graphs. Bitrate graphs scare me because they're so erratic. Is that another one? No, it's just like a random ocean structure. Remember back when the most viable way to find diamonds immediately was just to dive into the ocean? I don't know if that's still very viable, and I never really used it. But, like, because I just don't like ocean exploring all that much in-game. But, you know, back when that was the most viable way, I always felt kind of, like, stuck. Because it's like, oh, well, I could go, and I could go in the ocean and just hang out for a bit. But, like, and, like, find some diamonds that way. But, like, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like I should village. Let's stop up over here and go check out this village. Maybe sleep a little bit. Get ourselves some sleepums. And then maybe jack their resources on our way through. I think that's a solid plan of attack. I love exploring in the night because most structures in game have, or most above ground structures at least have something going on in terms of light, and so it's easy enough to. I didn't even click on the bed yet, but I'll take it. I'll take it. So I was afraid I was gonna get. Oh, there are monsters nearby. You can't sleep, you know. Oh man, I've really gotta fix up my tools. Not that it's in much danger, but I've made quite a dent in my sword. Again, that's a good, like, 10-20 minutes at the Skelly farm and I'll be fine, but... you got any stuff for me? Oh! Again, small hitches. I guess because I'm loading new chunks would be my best guess. Yeah, no, there's nothing in this village for me. Really. Darn. Oh, wait, there's more stuff this way. Let's see, let's see. What do ye have? Oh, again, loading new chunks. Very taxing. I'll just let him burn to death. He's not going to do that much to me before he actually dies. He almost got me from beyond the grave with that one. Yikes, man. It's always scary when the game hitches like that. I'm always scared it's gonna, like, crash on me. Okay, I think I've seen just about everything this has to offer. Let's make sure we're headed the right way, yes. And go these extra, only like 800 blocks. Let's hope there's actually a mangrove here this time. And that I didn't just completely get this wrong. For the second time in a row. Whoa, now. Hey, mangroves. So, big frog moment. Yes, he's a little friend. Check him out. Check him out. He's such a little whoa, leaps. Ah, there's more of them. This is great. Okay, so confession. I don't know how to make this stuff. I need to make this stuff, and I don't know how. It's like, I mean, I know mud is just like dirt and water, but like, I don't know if you can craft it. So I'm just gonna steal as much of it from here as I can. Can I just use mud directly to make the bricks, or do I have to smelt it? I don't know. We'll find out, though. This is an insta-mine, but... is that a little propagule? Is that the thing that I need? Is that the thing that I need to grow more? What can I throw away? A soul for a soul. A soul for a soul. Goodbye, dead bush. You were like a dead bush to me. Rat hot take. Yes, eat mud. Nutritious. You combine the mud and wheat to get dried mud, and then 4 dried mud for bricks. Okay. Mud tastes good. Consume. Eat the mud. Oh, look at the white frog. He's really pale. I like him. God, look at the way they move. Isn't that something? Let's see how much of this we can just schlorp up. I'm gonna need a lot of it. I feel I might need as much as this patch has to offer and then some. Let's put you down here so that I can fill you with more mud. There we go, and now we've got room in our inventory for 2 more stacks of mud. We could just do what we came here to do. Get the mud. Oh, well, that wasn't clean at all. You can make mud with bottles of water using them on dirt, too. So if you just have dirt and glass, you're set. Alrighty, then. So I guess I really didn't need to come here other than for the wood. But I'm here, darn it, so I'm grabbing the mud that's already here. I'm saving myself the creation process, because if it's anything like concrete, I don't want to do it myself. Oh, gosh. The stutters are getting worse. It's definitely my game, not the server, though, so that's scary. More mud. More mud. Oh, we've got way more room in our inventory than I thought to hold mud. We have actually 3 or 4 slots open that can be filled with mud. Full of mud. Full of mud. Hello. Full of mud. Don't mind me, I'm just ripping up your natural habitat for my own personal gain. For science. Don't worry. It's for a good cause, I swear. Okay, that's as much as I can lift right now. Let's put mud, mud, mud in there. Okay. Consume mud. It does look tasty. Oh, rat hot take. Right. I had one prepared the other day, but I thought of one, and then I was gonna save it for stream, and then I think I've lost it in that amount of time. Hot take, I think Mojang could be working harder on the new features, or either they need to like step up production on like the new updates, or like they need to stop promising so much at the Minecraft events. Because, like, Minecraft Live happens every year, and I'm always hyped for it, and then it happens, and they announce a bunch of really cool new features that they're adding to the game, and then it comes out later that, like, oh yeah, we've got to split this update in half. So, actually, the features that we promised in this update will be coming in the next update. And it's like, I don't mind that it has to be 2 updates, but I wish they'd say so up front and, like, know what they could handle, you know? I don't know, maybe that's just me being a stickler and being a weirdo, but, like, That's just where I stand on that in particular. It's just like, you know, if you're gonna say that you're gonna push this feature, then push this feature, you know? Yeah, I feel like, you know, it's not the hottest take imaginable, but I still feel like most people are just content with how the updates are going. And then there's, like, the Microsoft interference with things like the chat reporting system. I heavily dislike the chat reporting system. I want my opinion to be out there on that. That, like, the chat reports kind of suck. And it's like, I get that it's done in sort of a good faith manner of just, like, they want Minecraft to be a fun and safe place. But you should be able to turn it off, at the very least. Oh, there's some deep, bellowy music happening here. No, yeah, I feel like the new Minecraft music is going in sort of a Terraria-esque direction. I don't know what leads me to believe that. I think it's just, like, the, like, tone of it. But no, yeah, about the chat reports. I think chat reports are fine as is. Like, I don't like it, but, like, I don't think it's the end of the world or anything. I think Microsoft should stop interfering in Mojang and just let them make the game. Yeah, I totally understand. Exactly. I don't play public servers. Like, I only play with friends, and so it doesn't really matter to me at all that am I not picking these up? Okay, I'm done. It doesn't really matter to me that that system exists, but you should be able to turn it off server side. I genuinely feel like, you know, you should be able to just be rid of it, you know? If you don't like it, it should be toggleable as like a game rule at the very least. I mean, there are already data packs that let you do that. And if you get banned, it bans you from every bit of online play, including accessing personal servers. Yeah, that's the worst of it. It's just that they ban you not from that server, but from the entirety of Minecraft's online sector. And you can't build this community of, like, player-run servers. And you can't look at your player base after a decade of going, you do it. You make the servers. And, like, having it be sort of an open source server system. And then implementing, like, whole, like your end to moderate those servers. I think the EULA is a great thing for those Minecraft because it helps, you know, servers not be like, I feel like that's the way that Mojang should go, is trying to moderate server activity by way of the EULA for the servers. But, like, I think, you know, allowing people to own servers and then trying to moderate how they run their server is a step too far. Yeah, it's not my favorite thing. By the way, this fucking music, dog. Holy cow, this is some mud music. Truly, this is a mud moment. I'm just enjoying the jams now. Because it's like the team doing the team actually like working on the updates is separate from the team that is doing the moderation thing. And so I still feel comfortable praising 1.19 as a wonderful update. Even though like some people were disappointed in it. But like, you know, without having to explicitly say, oh shit, you know, like, I mean, this feature kind of sucks. The moderation stuff kind of blows. But, like, you know, the update itself is fine. Like, in a single-player context. Let's block that off so that we're not mining around that. In a single-player context, it's perfect. Okay, we're not picking up anymore. We need to drop off again. This is what I was doing last night, by the way. Just doing this, but not with mud, but with stone. Just like filling a shulker with stone and then making the stone bricks and everything that we would need. Just so I didn't have to spend part of the stream doing that. And that didn't even take as long as you would think, really. Yo, they call me the Mud Maniac. Mud Consumer. Mud Moment bottom text, yeah. Kind of hope Minecraft music goes in the direction of Terraria, because Terraria's music is amazing. Terraria music is fantastic. I want to do some single-player Terraria at some point. Because I have that whole, like, set of streams of Terraria that I did with the Kumba crew. Which is just, like, a small group of friends of mine, who, some of which stream, some of which don't, you know. And that's, you know, they're just a nice group, and I have a lot of chemistry with them, and I like playing games with them. Anyway, I did a playthrough of Terraria, my first ever playthrough of Terraria, just because Terraria is a game that kind of slipped under my radar for a very long time. And I was like, yes, it would be nice to do it in multiplayer initially, just so I have someone there to teach me how the game works. But, then we actually started playing, and I got taught how fishing works, and then I got stuck on the fishing path. And I know nothing about Terraria other than how to fish. Like, that's where my knowledge begins and ends, is at fishing. And even then, I don't know everything about fishing in particular. I keep breaking these. Stop. Gosh. Really need to wise up to that. But no, yeah. And I like Terraria a lot from what I played of it. I just need to get around to playing it on my own at some point. Oh, I've hit water again. Okay. But no, yeah, I need to get around to that myself. And just playing the game, you know. Just so I can see the full picture. Because from what I got of Terraria, like, the visual experience, I got to fight a few bosses with everybody. And that was nice. And I had a lot of fun. So, like, I'm safe to say that I like Terraria. But I like it significantly less than I like Minecraft. Doing it for the average mud enjoyer. I'm doing it for the worthy master mode playthrough and suffering but having fun. Yeah, Terraria is a toughie but a goodie. Like, I feel like I really like Terraria, but I feel like Terraria is a little above my skill level in most of its gameplay. There we are. Yo, there's coal down here too? Coal moment? This mud pile's got everything. Everything a growing rat could need. Whoa now, whoa now. Straighten out. Thank you. Ah, my eyes. Okay, I think I've got it all. Let's get back up. Up and out. Am I ready to drop off? Not quite. I've got more. There's more mud to be had. I can smell it. I can feel it with my bones. Whoa, I'm sinking. Oh, water. That's why. Okay. Well, there we are. Let's keep on digging. But no, yeah, mud. Minecraft mud. I don't want to hit the frogs. Please prevent me from hitting the frogs. Thank you. Oh, I only need, like, a stack. Okay, I can get one more stack of this stuff. Especially since I'm already working on mining a bunch of it. Out of this side. Just working around the water is starting to become a little tougher. Case in point. This. Oh my goodness. Oh, I've opened the floodgates now. There we are. Block that off. And hey now. He blew up a frog! No! Should maybe make the coal into blocks. That way you have more inventory space. I could do that, yeah. I don't really need the extra inventory at the moment, though. Because now, like, I mean, that would have been helpful a few minutes ago, but, like, bada bing, bada bam. We've got, like, half a stack more to grab, and then we're good. Come on, big 32. Actually, we need 29. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. 30, 31. Dang it. 29 should do, which means we should have 2 left over, yes? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Let's place our mud back down. And then take our shulker and go home. Because now we've got just about everything we need. Oh, wait. We didn't chop down any trees while we were here. Right. I forgot that we should be doing that. Give me that sweet, sweet wood, baby. I don't have any room. I do need more room in my inventory, huh? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I don't have to make them into blocks. I'll be alright. Alright, let's get a little more here. Oh my god, it grows off to the sides and stuff. It's like a big oak. I've never cut one of these down before, so I don't really know what I'm looking for. Get a few more of these propagules. I'll grow some at home. Yes? Yes, that's how that works. I can just grow it at home. Believe so. Come on. Die about it, please. Thank you. I can just leave those roots. Oh, it's almost morning. We've been digging mud all night. Not the frog. Okay, so there's a little bit to each side. Yeah, there we are. Let me take this. Bean. Any propagules? There are, yes. So, like, they explained this as, like, propagule falls in water, water take propagule, and then, and then tree grows from that somehow? From, like, the item being on the ground? Or do you have to, like, plant it in there? I'm not sure if I'm gonna have to... If I'm gonna have to, like, plant this or what. Come on. Come on. Oh, well, there's more up there than just that, so I need to be up there, up there. I'm not actually gonna need a lot of this wood. I'm just gonna need enough for, like, a desk and some, like, chairs. So, I'll probably just plant the rest at home. I don't know how you plant these. Yes, just like in real life. I think you may have misunderstood. I don't know shit about shit. Is like the main thing you need to know being here. Most importantly, I do not know anything about trees and tree growing. I know that there's actually a word for the study of trees. What is it? I don't know. Propagule get placed in water and then tree grow. Yes, okay, good. Perfect, perfect. How far are we from home? 7,000 blocks? Alright, that sounds like another solid boat journey to me, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it sounds like to me. I can't wait. I, for one, can't wait to be all the way home and be able to put these resources to good use. I should probably munch up, though. Oh my god, you can eat and sail at the same time now. Fantastic. I should have gotten a boat with one of those, like, chests on the back of it. That feels like it'd be more of a pain, though. I haven't thought to use those very often. I know more about snakes and lizards than trees, too, not gonna lie, but I also know a lot about snakes and lizards. Fair. How much do you know about snakes and lizards? Got a cool snake and or lizard fact to share with us? Love to hear it. Okay, we're so close. We're getting there. Hey, is that a sunken ship that I might have just passed by? It looks that way. Let's go and check out this little tipped over boat. Let's see if she has anything that we might like. Well, that's not the way in. I'm gonna have to come around this side and drop in. Watch me swounce right in. Swounce. Okay, it's tipped over. Ooh. I'll be having this. I'll be having these too. No, not the seeds. Take the seeds away. Get them out of here. Get them out of here. Okay, what can we leave behind? I don't really have much that I want to leave behind anymore. It's a pretty tight ship in my inventory. I could drop those lily pads, though. Those I just picked up. Out we go. Is that it, or isn't there more to this this shipperoo here? Doesn't look like it. All right, off we go. Female reptiles can essentially clone themselves if they want, although it's extremely rare and often leads to birth defects with the offspring and complications with the mother. Huh. That's an interesting fact. I didn't know that. Love animal facts. Animal facts are such, like, cool things. There's always something new to be learned about the world around us, and it's always super interesting to pick up on something like that. Too bad I'm too lazy to actually, like, bother to learn. Oh, it switches to kilometers at some point. That's good. That's neat. Yes, yes. Okay. 6,000 more blocks and we'll be there. Also, crocodilians and reptiles are not as related as most people think. Huh. Really? You don't say. Alrighty. Hopefully we don't run into any land, but in 6,000 blocks, I doubt that it's going to be all ocean all the way through. Something tells me that that's not exactly going to be the case for this entire journey here. No, yeah, reptiles seem cool. I could share a simple rat fact with you. I know a few rat facts, but my favorite rat fact is one that most people don't know, but it's pretty surface level, in that a group of rats is called a mischief. And this becomes more obvious because I've sort of incorporated mischief into my branding here as just a thing. Let's see if we can go around this. Crocodiles are much older and are more related to birds due to both families being archosaurs, which were also the same clade as dinosaurs. Okay, I see. That's neat. Interesting fact. Yeah, having rats would be great as, like, pets, but, like, problem is I have cats, and so I can't have rats. Just because I have, like, and it's like, I wouldn't really be bothered if they were, like, lazy cats, but they're very active cats, and so very hard to, like, they like to hunt. If there's, like, a fly inside, they'll get it. And it's like, that's nice and all, but, like, I wouldn't trust, you know, going to bed and, like, leaving rats, like, in a cage somewhere unmonitored, you know? Give me my boat back. Give me my boat, bro. Brosif, please. Okay, the signs can go. I need the boat more. More coal? Don't mind if I do. I might actually need to take up that idea of making these into blocks. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that just real quick. Oh, I had some planks on me. I didn't mean to make more. Okay. Drop the wood. Just real quick. Pick it right back up. Take these and make a lot of blocks. Very many blocks to be crafted here. Oh, we got music. Just when I was thinking it was getting a little too quiet in here, Minecraft swoops right in and saves me with some good old jams. I did this series a long time ago. It's not on the VODs channel. But I did this series a very, very long time ago in which I went through every single beta version of the game. And just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where I went through every single beta version of Minecraft. And played, you know, every stream I would go up one version. And I kind of want to do that again. And I went up to, like, release 1.0, and then that was the end. Was release 1.0. And so it was very interesting. 59. It was very interesting to do that. Oh, well. They're out of sync, and I'm going to have to, like, redo this so that they're all blocks. Okay, there we go. Now I've got more inventory space. Now I can take my signs back. And we can head home. But, and I kind of want to do that again, but for, like, just to have it again so that it's archived and so that, like, it exists, and I feel like it would do a lot better now, because that was on like my old PC, which was not built for streaming in the slightest, and so those streams are absolutely awful. The possum is the only marsupial in the New World. That I got. Many blocks and much pocket space. Come on. Give me more of that sweet, sweet dark coal. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright, now we can head back. Unless I run across some more coal. Hey, thanks for the follow. I would love to take a crack at pronouncing that name, but I am very, very rusty. And I do not think I would get it. But welcome in regardless. Good to see you. Good to see you. It's a species of shark that can shut off most of its body to conserve oxygen? That's neat. Oh, and there's more coal over here. Oh man, what a lovely resource to have more of. But no, yeah, I was thinking about doing that series just again, just to have it. Cause it's been a few years. Yeah, shark facts. Staying off Twitter till after stream because I don't want to see Better Call Saul spoilers. Absolutely, yeah. That's the fear, is because like that's what I'm gonna do after stream, is go watch Better Call Saul, because new episode this week, and I'm hype about that. I don't know how people used to live pre-streaming services, man, because like I lived pre-streaming services and I still don't know how we managed. This is getting worse and worse. Very icky, these frames. But like I even like I was around and I still don't know how we managed. Because like waiting every week for and I've filled my inventory right back up with it again. Oh well. But like waiting and then watching 45 minutes of a show every week and then having to wait for the next episode the next week. Yikes, man. Yikes. The Australian Opalette shark is a tide pool dwelling shark that can shut off most of its body and decrease its heart rate to conserve oxygen and live without it for up to an hour. Put sharks in the game. Sharkcraft. Where's home? Oh, there's home. We're gonna be at sea for not very long at all. I think I just need to reboot my game. I think I need to reboot my game before we make this trip back. So we're gonna go over to our BRB, and I'm gonna reboot the game, and we can keep talking about shark facts while I do so. Because it'll be just 1 second. And then we'll be ready to go again. Because I don't like the frame skipping. It's bothering me a lot. Sharks in Minecraft right now. It does this because tide pools are very stagnant and full of life, so oxygen runs out very fast. Ah, very neat adaptation. I think while I reboot the game, I'm gonna run off and grab a drink just so we can finish off the stream hydrated. I say hydrated. I'm getting a soda, but so that we can finish off the stream perfectly hydrated. So I am going to go. Absolutely no flaw in that plan. I'm going to go and do that, and I'm going to bring the jams back in for a moment. I'll be back in 1 second. Just chat amongst yourselves, have a nice one, and let me get the music on for you. There we are. And then I'm going to disappear. Oh, there we go. Game froze for a minute, or stream froze for just a second because I was opening Minecraft. You know how it is. Oh no, that's not the right window size at all. But I might run an ad too. If you don't want to see the ad, well, the sub button is right there. And if you have Amazon Prime, it's completely free. You'd be an idiot not to. You'd be a fool, even. Very foolish of you. Okay, let's stretch that back in, and then let's do this. A little further. There we are. Perfectly sized. Perfectly sized. Oh, well, I just resized it again and might have knocked it off. Either way, I'm gonna run and grab a drink. I will be right back. Has it been 60 seconds yet? Is the ad done running? Need more funky little guy sonas? Everybody should have a funky little guy. Everyone should have a funny little dude. I think it's been long enough. I think the ad's done running. Alright, we can get back to the game now. Let me just swap over to my headphones. And then we should be getting Minecraft music. Ah, yes. Ah, the bonk! Yeah, reptiles are good too. Oh, 2 bonks. 2 for 2, huh? Alright, let's log back onto the server. Oh, the music cuts out. Title screen only, huh? Oh, I'm still on the the BRB, rather. Okay, let's see if we can do this without much lag now. I think we're in the clear now. I think all we needed was a oh. Server lag, sure, but I can't leave the boat. I can't get out. I can't get out of the boat. Help. Come on. Yeah, the Windows a little TV. That's a fairly recent thing. So connection to the server lost. Yeah. Yeah, it seems about right. Get out of my boat! Who do you think you are? Hey, stop that. Hey, quit it. Hey, stop. What the fuck happened? What on earth was that? Jeez, alright. stay out of my boat for now, I guess, and try to avoid mobs at all costs for fear that they'll, give me a good slap while I'm lagging. No more leg, only boat. It's the server side this time, because my connection to the server is fine. The server's just having a moment, I think. Oh well, we did a quick BRB. So, you know, we rebooted the game and everything. We should be good to go. Here's hoping, anyhow. Hey now, I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little guy, and you wouldn't hurt a little guy, would you? Okay, alright. That seems to have worked this time. Whoa now. Whoa now. This is not where I want to be. This is very desperately not where I want to be. I'll dig my way out. Because I don't have any blocks that I could spare to pillar out. I got those propagules, right? I picked them up. Yes, I did. Okay. I've got enough to plant some trees back home. I saw that creeper in there. He's not sneaky. I saw him. I didn't think he would actually go off. I thought I got far enough away, but I guess not. Come on. Server struggling. Server needs a hug. I'm gonna eat, to eat an hour after stream. Just eat and watch stream. Yeah. There you go. I mean, we're just about done here. I probably got... Whoop. If I die, I've definitely got a lot longer. But I'm thinking we just get home and then save base work for next stream. Because that's gonna be... There's gonna be quite a bit to be done. This serves as a nice little resource gathering stream. In the next stream, we can actually start laying brick and whatnot for the thing. But our treacherous journey back home might give us a death sentence, and we might end up going for another half hour to retrieve our items post-death if the server keeps lagging like this. We're only 8,000, or we're only... Well, which is it, 4 or 8? I think it's 4. I think they're just, like, overlapping perfectly. Yeah, 4,500, we'll say. It's really 4,600, but who's counting other than me? Give me my boat, please. Thank you. Wait till after stream, because it's almost over. Don't want to miss it while I'm making food. You tried the 1.12 rat mod? I have, yeah. I've done a little playing around with that. It's very fun. It's a very neat little mod. It doesn't always work, is my problem. I played with the 1.16 branch of it. So I don't know if that branch just got abandoned at some point and just has a lot of bugs. But, like, it doesn't work flawlessly. Like, certain rats just won't do certain tasks for almost no reason. But it's still a fun mod. It's still a lot to mess around with. That in conjunction with Ratlantis. I never really... so the time I got to mess around with that was on a modded server with friends. And I never really got to mess with the Ratlantis stuff in particular. And so, you know, I'm hoping on doing Lumen Night on Twitch. They're a good friend of mine, member of the Kumba crew. They have what do I do here? I think I break the melon. I think that's the maneuver. That is the maneuver, yes. But like they have this idea, because Create got an update for like trains recently, and they are absolutely insane about Create, and they're also insane about trains. They're in train, choo choo. And they were like, oh, now that the new update for Create is out for like 1.19, do you wanna like do some Create stuff? And I was like, absolutely, I want to do some Create stuff, or absolutely, I want to do some modded stuff. We should get around to that. Okay, yeah, I think I did get it. I think it did get abandoned because the 1.12 version was really good. Yeah, Create trains are so good. I wanna see if Rats mod is up to date. I fear it's not, and it's like that's really sad because Rats mod is one of my favorite mods for like automation. But like Create is also really good for automation. Using Rats in conjunction with Create could be fun. Ooh, a little village on our way back. Don't mind if I do. But no, yeah, I looked at a couple like videos about the create trains, and they look really interesting. Like it looks like a really neat thing to play around with. Can't wait for that to drop. If it's oh wait no, it's already out. It's already out is the thing. I can't wait to get around to messing with that though. Is my meaning there. There we go. We got there in the end. That's all that matters. Table. Need some bookshelves. I don't care to steal this guy's bookshelves. I'm not gonna rob this man of his bookshelves. He can have them. Oh, that cat's lagging around. Cats do that for real sometimes. It's a very strange occurrence to see. Need more rat-based games and media? You will not hear any argument about that from me at all. Love rats. Love little rodents. They're neat. Okay, I've picked up as much as I can carry. Give it a start. In favor. Because now we got plenty. I think I've seen just about everything that has to offer anyhow. So we'll get moving. There's that mesa. Or there's a mesa. I don't know if it's the one, but... if it's not, it's close. Probably should have came around that way, actually. This looks like it links up at some point. If not, it comes very close. So let's take ourselves a little swing around this way, actually. Rat, shark, and reptile fear-mongering needs to majorly stop. Absolutely. The thing about rats having the plague is bullshit. Rats are actually very clean animals when it comes down to it. It's just, you know, they get fleas. Everything gets fleas. Your dog can get fleas. You wouldn't call your dog like a vermin or anything, would you? 'Cause like, I don't know. Fleas are definitely vermin, like for certain. But like, you know. It just bothers me a lot that people have something like very intrinsic against rats for one reason or another. Yeah, it was the fleas. It wasn't the rats' fault. They didn't do anything. They just hung out. They were just little guys. They do, yeah. I wish my home waypoint wasn't so in line with that desert waypoint. 3,700 more to go. And it looks like we're back on the open ocean. So, not very far. Fleas, mosquitoes, and ticks. All terrible creatures that do nothing for their ecosystem. Zero right to exist, in my opinion. Zero right. Oh, don't want to turn. I wanted to hit Z so I could have a look at the minimap. So the minimap opens based on, like, what you've explored, yes? Think so. I'd like to say so, yeah. That might not be the case. That might be a lie. But it looks like that's the case. So. Yeah, only like 3,000 more to go. And then we're home. Yeah, it looks like we're coming right up on the 3-hour mark, which is usually where I like to end. So yeah, it looks like we're going to line up perfectly. It's going to be great. Yeah, the world could genuinely do without them. Now, bees, however. Bees are good. Bees are great. I love a good bee. So, like, not all insects are bad. Bees are fantastic. Very important to the ecosystem. Very cute little creatures as well. Now I'm just thinking about bees and how nice they are. Even though Minecraft bees gave me a little bit of grief last stream. Bah, it's fine. Bees are great. They've never done anything to anybody who didn't deserve it. If we could have a world without mosquitoes and fleas, I'd 100% be down. Yeah. Yeah, like, there are bad variations. There are bad variants on the bee. But, like, you know, just bees are fine. Honeybees are alright. Okay, looks like we're coming off this ocean in favor of walking the land for a bit. Let's see. Why you suck? Why do you suck me? Stop it. Yeah, it's what I thought. I don't know what that sound is, but I don't like it. Yeah, they're just scared. They're just little dudes. Leave them alone. A lot of traveling to do. Get ourselves back home. Have a nice sleep in our own bed instead of like robbing some villager out of their house. Ah. What a nice time this has been. What a nice amount of the server we've seen. I wish I could see like fully like be able to like scroll around my minimap and whatnot. Which I'm pretty sure you can. I just don't know how. And so I'm gonna have to like go in and actually learn the minimap at some point. Actually wouldn't mess with the ecosystem too much. Yeah, no, like I said, they're not super helpful in terms of like what they do for, you know, the world at large. Like if like all the mosquitoes in the world just fucking disappeared. There's nothing that like subsists off mosquitoes, is there? Like there's nothing that like eats exclusively mosquitoes. I know there's some like, you know, monkeys and whatnot that supplement their diet by like picking ticks off of each other and eating those. But that's mostly for grooming reasons. I don't think that's another pillager tower over there. I doubt they have anything useful, but I'll go check. Because it's on the way. But like, you know, that's like grooming. That's not for any like societal reason. Parasites, I swear. Okay, let's see. What do we got right across here? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. It was just behind the tree line for a second. I lost it. Object permanence did not kick in. Possibly bats? Yeah, I didn't consider bats. Bats are a toughie. I'm sure they'd be fine. There are other insects. I don't think they, like, live specifically off mosquito. Huh. Let's see. Nothing? Nothing. Okay. Well. Let's get going, then. Get back on our little maneuver. I'll leave that for someone who is more in need of those things than I am. Bats are another extremely underrated one. Bats are really nice. I've got a friend with a bat, Sona. Bats are nice. Bats are, like, not rodents, but they're, like, the rodents of the sky. Like, there's so many things like bats and possums that are, like, they're, like, rodent adjacent to the point where, like, you might as well lump them in. But, like, scientifically, they're very much not, right? Like, I'm not wrong on that. Speaking of bees, there's bees. Couldn't quite get them with the zoom. That was out of line too soon. Yeah, they're just sky puppies. They're just hanging out. Oh, music. Music from the heavens. On our little rowing journey here. Okay. 1,500 more. We've made over half the distance now. We're getting very, very close. Oh, it's dark again, though. We might have to cross land in the dark. Looking like this just pawns out over here. It might keep going. Let's see. Does this go anywhere? An ocean monument there. Home there. Because 1,000 we can do, no problem. I've done 1,000 a billion times over, probably. It's like we can do one more 1,000. No, this is just where it ends, huh? But no, yeah, bats are nice. Let's hop out here where this, because this looks easily climbable. Not a whole lot left to go now. Very fun journey this has been. Maybe they were right about not the journey, not the destination. Having a destination is nice. But the destination just makes the journey all the richer, in my opinion. Very nice. But no, yeah, I'm completely just saying stuff about bats because it's like, I don't know if, I don't actually know if they are rodents or not. I'm almost certain that I heard somewhere that they're not rodents. But like, they're so close. They're so close to being a rodent. It's a squares rectangles situation, I feel. I should eat up. So that baby zombie doesn't catch up. Get away from me. Alright, alright, let's go up. Up and around, up and around. Let's go. It's hard to believe this is just Minecraft music. Like, this is the day and age we live in where Minecraft music is just wonderful. I mean, not that it isn't always wonderful, but that it feels like grand and magnificent. Instead of just like, yeah, that's Minecraft. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's not go that way. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, now I've really done it. There's a creeper in this somewhere. He's probably looking for me. See if we can locate him. Ah, shit. There he is. Let's go around the mountain and then up. Okay, looking out for blocks. 2? Oh, man. Eh, it looks fine on the side of the mountain like that. I don't think anybody will notice. And if they do, it's way out here anyway. So it's not super necessary for me to fill that in. Almost 1,000 blocks from civilization. I think I'm the closest civilized thing. Right next to Zach and Lumen. Ah, 900 blocks. Seems like such a short journey in comparison to how far we've come. Vampire bats drink from cattle and larger mammal blood, not people blood. Yeah! That's another thing. Hey, Mads is online. I'll give him a little... Give him a little wave, because that's fast to type out while I'm running for my life. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Things that wouldn't mind nor notice. Yeah. Oh, come on, skeleton. You just made me run all the way over here. Get all caught up in this. Uh-oh. Have to dig my way out, I think. There we are. Oh, come on. Powdered snow is more annoying than dangerous, in my opinion. Find the mangrove? Yep, yep. Sure did, sure did. Just a little further now. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Bats are fine. Bats are cool little guys. Very nice little creatures. I like that, like, I think what's endearing to me about rats is... Whoa. I think what's endearing to me about rats specifically, thanks for ruining my path up, is that, like, they're intelligent, but, like, in a friend kind of way. Like, a rat is not necessarily smarter than you or me. And so, like, they're not, like, dolphin levels of smart, where, like, they're smart to the point of becoming evil. Build out of here. Do I have anything to build out of here with? Not really. I have some cobble, but I might need that cobble. I can get more cobble. Oh, I left some. Did I... What did you... Huh? When did... Did I do that? Because I might have been in this exact pile before. No, this is someone else's doing. This, like, walking through the snow here. Who thought that was a good... probably Zach. That feels like a move they would make. Yeah, no. Oh, no. Do rats have that level of intelligence? Like, dolphins are, like, notoriously mean, though. Like, all I see rats using their intelligence for is to, like, play Doom. Or, like, solve little mazes for cheese and whatnot. It doesn't feel like they're, like, quite on the same level as dolphins. It feels like they almost understand, though. Rats aren't as smart. Oh, no, they don't. Yeah, no, they don't. Because, like, there's specifically a study about, like, rats releasing other rats from cages to reunite with them. Or even if they can't reunite with them, they'll still release them. And, they don't, yeah, they aren't intelligent enough to be racist. Like, because, like, and that's a weird thing to say. But they're not, like... Because that feels like saying, like, oh, you're not smart enough to be stupid. But, like... racism is, like, stupid in a nuanced way that, like, you need, like, proper, like, human sentience for, I feel. Or above, you know, somewhere in that league. But, like, rats are just friends. Like, they would even release, in this experiment, they would even release the rat not even based on their color or anything. They'll bully and kill other dolphin pods with different colors and markings. Terrible creatures. Which sucks, because dolphins are very pretty looking. They're very pretty animals. That is a wonder that neither of those creepers went off. They're very pretty animals to just see, but, like, you know, it's hard to get through, you know, and do that. And like enjoy them without, you know, the back of your head knowledge of just, oh fuck, this thing is a racist, you know, or this thing is a like a sexual predator. And it's like I don't like to think about that with dolphins, cuz like dolphins are such nice animals, or not nice, but like nice to look at. And so it sucks that, you know, their intelligence plagues them with all these terrible problems. And just like that, we're back home. Back to my little dirt hole in the ground. So, we've collected our shulker full of mud and sandstone. And then we've got our other shulker full of stone and whatnot. Stone bricks. And a little bit of cobblestone, even. Lots and lots of stone. And I think that'll do us. Whales are good. Crustaceans, though. What? Whales aren't... Huh? I don't know, man. Is that a typo, or am I just reading that wrong? Yeah, orcas are very pretty. Orcas are kind of the same, but also because most, okay. Yeah, no, it's not a typo. It's just a word I don't know. Okay. Why did I read that as crustaceans to begin with? Yeah, no, I'm an idiot. Whales are worms. They're just big sea worms, that's all. Anyway, that'll bring us to the end of our little stream journey here. Let's bring the beat in. And then we'll get going on doing a quick outro, but don't go anywhere just yet, because we've got a raid coming up after this. So, I hope you've enjoyed the stream as much as I've enjoyed doing it. It's good to see you all. We stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. On Saturdays, we do a special little thing called Mapper Day, in which we explore custom maps in various games. So if you have, like, a map that you've made for a game, or a friend's map that you want to send over, I'd happily play it when the time comes. But that's that'll do it for me, folks. You can use exclamation point. I'll be putting these in the chat for you so that you can go straight to these. Exclamation point socials, as I mentioned earlier, will give you a link straight to my link tree, which has all my social media, including my Twitter. So if you follow me here, if you want, you could follow me there to get additional stream updates. And I tweet every time I go live, so in case Twitch doesn't push that notification to you, you got 2 chances to get it. And then one last thing. If you want to check out previous streams of this game or any other game, I've got them organized by game on my VODs channel. ! VODs will drop you that. And that will do it for me, folks. We're going to pick out somebody to raid. If there's anybody live on my Twitch, on my little corner of Twitch, then we'll raid them. But if not, I'm going to need some suggestions. Cool Squid is live. What are they doing? They're doing Minecraft. Alright, we're raiding Cool Squid again. Yeah, Squid and Salty are both live. Anybody have any preference? We're looking at Squid streaming Minecraft and Salty Rat doing Valorant. So, I'm gonna go ahead and... I think we raided Cool Squid last time. So I'd hate to drop 2 on them in a row. I don't want to be annoying. So I think we'll go for a Salty Rat. Fellow rat streamer. A great friend of mine. Invalid username of Salty Rat. Hold on. /raid raid a Salty Rat. Oh, I put in Assault Rat and not a Salty Rat. Anyway, that'll do it for me, folks. Go tell Salty that they're a great friend. Go tell them the Rat Raid is happening. Tell them I sent you. Tell them to have an amazing night and to have a good rest of their stream. And I'll be on my way now. Have a good one. Go spread the joy and animal facts.